What's going on, everyone? This is, of course, Dalton, Adult295, bringing you another episode of Axalon News. Today's title, as you can see, is Fanstream 3P and Bayhem. Oh my! So, of course, we got Alan, and we got a new guest with us. May be a recurring member. We'll see how things go. But go ahead and get right into it. Alan, where can everyone find you? And I guess we'll do hauls afterwards.
You can usually find you can find me in one of a handful of places. You can find me here on Werewolf Finder for my toy reviews, Werewolf Finder Gaming for our for my gaming adventures, and Alan Ware on Instagram for right now. Yeah.
Right, huh? Oh, what was it?
I said I was going to keep it short and sweet. Since we.
Oh. All right, Robin.
Well, hello guys, nice to meet you. Currently you can't really find me anywhere, but you know what? Maybe after this I will start being interested in starting my own review channel or something. Shorts, reels, I don't know, something along those lines.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. And well, you can find me here and pretty much everywhere else as Daltonian95. As you probably saw on my channel earlier, I got 2 videos up this week. I got what did I cover this week?
Your Devastation.
Devastation Optimus, and I think Age of the Primes Megatron. Or no, Heatwave. I'm all over the place. I got so many things in my backlog that I've been uploading. So, what happened?
Oh wait, are we doing what we got this week?
Not yet. Like I was just talking about videos I put up.
Oh.
But nice segue. Alan, what'd you get this week or the last 2 weeks?
Okay, so I only got one figure, but it's a big one.
I think we might have gotten the same one.
Huh?
I think we might have gotten the same one.
Oh no, we didn't. So on my quest to do one of my holy grails of completing the 07 movie line, I finally secured myself a premium edition Optimus Prime leader class.
Yeah, I remember you sharing that in the group.
Yeah,
that's freaking cool.
And now that his so I was half wrong. He does not include voice lines, but instead of the weird blasting effects when his head pops up, it's the traditional Transformer sound. He was a bit dusty. Some joints were a little bit loose. And I love the fact that the seller was like, I don't know where the sword came from. I'm just going to include it. And I'm like, and I looked at him, and I did side by side comparisons with mine. I was like, no, that's the premium edition. The sword's supposed to go with that. I didn't tell him this, of course. And I threw him off for like 35. And it wasn't like the last one where he instantly accepted it. This one took a few hours, but then like he accepted it in like 6 hours later. And then so I'm like, cool. I got this one for like even cheaper than the previous one.
Wow.
Yeah. And so that means I am only one away until I have every single I am one away until I have every single leader Optimus Prime from that movie.
Oh,
which one are you?
Cool.
I am missing the Night Watch.
We were just talking about that. That is like the best deco for that Prime, and it's so beautiful.
It looks really good, and that's just and of course the downside is that of course it's the rarest and most expensive one out of the 3.
See, a few years ago I got it for like I think $50.
Dang!
And I regret selling it because I sold it for what I paid for it. I really wanted to keep that figure.
You sold it?
It was just one of those moments where I needed money, and then it was like the easiest thing I could sell to make some money.
Trust me, I'm feeling that right now because like the last month has like my hours got cut by basically half.
Oof.
So I had to sell a bunch of my rare stuff. Some of the rare stuff and some of the stuff I can easily like. Am I really gonna miss my GoBot 3-pack? No. Am I really gonna miss this figure? No.
Yeah.
They're characters I'm not attached to, or like I mostly got them because of like just completionism. It's like cool, they're rare, they're worth some money. I'll just go ahead and I'll throw them out into the eBay ether. And some of that stuff is still listed because I listed like $600 worth of Transformer stuff. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Like when I say like that, when the page, yeah, the hour cut was hard, and then my bills were like, but we still got to get paid. Oh no.
yeah.
It's like the whole scene of the Tom and Jerry movie. We have to have money.
Yeah, definitely. Because like I still had to get my bills paid, and my bills paid themselves no matter what. So I went overdraft.
Also, it's auto pay enabled.
Yup. And Chase is a dick because Chase says like, yeah, since it's a recurring fee, we're gonna let it go through.
Yeah, that seems to be the going thing with like even like First Light Bank.
Nah, dude, GCU did that to me too recently. So I think it's every bank doing it.
Yeah, every bank is doing it now because they discovered that it's just a lot easier. They realize that if they do that because we can't really cancel it when they label it as a reoccurring fee.
Mm-hmm.
They'll instantly throw it back at you. It's like, well, you knew this was going to be a reoccurring fee, so you should have been more responsible. They labeled it a reoccurring fees to throw the responsibility back at us, and we have to try to cancel it, but we can't cancel it through the bank. We have to cancel it through whoever
the subscriber or whatever.
Yeah, the subscriber, the bill, or whatever. It's they're literally throwing us under the bus on that part.
Ugh.
Because that's happened to me multiple times already. Where I tried to be like, hey, yeah, why didn't you guys stop this? I turned our overdraft protection off. Like, well, it's a reoccurring fee, so so we have to pay it, and you have to go to the bill place and tell them to cancel it because it's a contract formed between you and the goods and the goods provider. Like I said, you under bus, they will toss. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, I'll throw you my eBay link if you want to throw that on here to help me out.
Yeah, put it on for when it goes as a video form.
Okay. Yeah,
because I put your YouTube link in there when I was throwing everything together last night because it was like 1:30 in the morning.
Bro, like I was like, do you know? I went to bed. I tried to go to bed at like 2:50. I was still like up at like 4.
Ugh.
And even then, as I was like going through my quote unquote sleep cycle of the night, my body kept on waking up. Like, is it time to get up yet? No. Is it time to get up yet? No. Did that all night. I think
your body's like, have you finished those errands?
Have you finished those errands? But anyway, no, it's but what is it? So yeah, after all that, even then, I'll still manage to score that Optimus Prime. It's so when everything's said and done, the 07 movie line is going to be blacklisted, which means I will never even right now it's considered no longer sellable. Once I get it, I will forever keep it. Because like I have
no longer the option to sell anything from it.
Huh?
So you're saying like once you have everything you want, you're not going to sell anything that you have of it?
Oh, and not even once I have everything. It's like once I get it, it's instantly blacklisted. I am not allowing myself to sell anything from the first movie line anymore.
Yeah, because it's getting increasingly more difficult to get because it's going to be 20 years old here pretty soon.
Yo.
I'm just trying to.
I just heard you age 20 years right there.
Huh?
You just aged like 30 years right there.
I know. I'll age the G1.
I got older.
Nah, I'll do one worse. I'll age check everybody. All right. The movie toys now are almost as old as the G1 toys when the first movie came out.
Oh God.
Got 2 figures from Age of the Prime Wave 1, Deluxe Air Raid, and Voyager Prime. Nice, Daniel.
Prima is really good, and we're going to be talking about something in the show notes to do with Prima that I cannot wait for. So,
yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got for me. Is this? I got the one Optimus, and I'm really happy.
All right, Robin, any recent purchases from you?
Oh, honestly, way too many to count, bro. I got
So within the last week or two.
Yeah, that's why in these last 2 weeks I went pretty crazy. I got that workers comp.
Oh.
Here I'll kind of just sit through them real quick. First one I got recently, or first three I got recently were the Wreckers actually. Top Spin,
Right.
Left Foot, and Roadbuster, all the Studio Series versions. Like I said earlier, I'm just honestly on a quest to finish my Studio Series Bayverse collection. Like, I just want to finish already, man. I see the finish line right there. Some other figures. Some other figures I just got were Studio Series Age of Extinction Drift. I got Crankcase Studio Series, and then actually a cool fun one I just got. Correct me if I'm wrong because I don't know too much about them, but I just got the Back to the Future one.
Oh, Gigawatt.
Yeah, I just got him as well.
Nice.
And the only one that I do have coming in soon, and that's Lockdown. So pretty excited about that. The only other purchases I have coming in are the Toy Hacks upgrades for some of these.
Nice. Yeah, Hasbro really needs to do a mulligan on Lockdown. Like they did so good with the Last Night Hot Rod. I don't know why they can't give Lockdown that same amount of love.
Look how early.
Honestly, it's killer, bro.
I
mean, that too. He came out early, but.
I hope they do the I can't remember the name of the car, the little French car that Hot Rod was in the first 30 minutes of the movie. Like I would love a Studio Series version of that. I mean, they did the World War II one, and that wasn't even the right vehicle.
Oh, I remember which one. I don't know what it's called though.
Yeah, it's just that little tiny car before he scammed the Lamborghini. I think a third-party company did that. I wonder if it was a Toy World. I think. Hey, Ark. So I guess it's my turn for hauls. To my memory, I don't remember I got anything else, but I did get 2 commanders in this week, or the past week and a half. I got the Studio Series 86 Long Haul and Hook, and they're amazing, by the way. I cannot wait to have Devastator complete. And I got Age of the Primes Silverbolt in today. And hopefully before the stream's over, I might have another thing coming in. If not, I'll save it for the next episode. But yeah, first impressions on Silverbolt is the combined jet mode is pretty much like I said when it was announced. It's like a pizza peel. Like, put a pie on that and serve it up. It's cool that they engineered the Droop Snoop in because he is a Concorde. I haven't really messed with him much yet. I just combined the vehicle mode, and that's really it. So, don't have too many opinions on it yet. But Long Haul and Hook, really enjoy those. I might have to get a new Scrapper. I don't know if you have Scrapper yet, Alan, but at least on my copy, the ratchet joint for the ankle for Devastator, you can feel it like clicking, but it doesn't make an audible sound. It's kind of mushy.
Scrapper is which one?
The leg.
The leader.
No, the Voyager. Or the leader of the group, yes, but the Voyager class.
Let me see. Hold on. He says his knee clicks.
Well, no, the for ankle mode, or I guess his waist and robot mode, like how the ankle tilt is making like a mushy sound. I mean, I could feel it clicking, but it doesn't sound right.
Ooh, snap! My roommates knocked on the door and said, "You want to get food?" I was like, "Yeah." They made bacon wrapped hot dogs. So if I go quiet, I'm enjoying my lunch.
We're doing chili dogs tonight.
Let's see. Hold on. It feels kind of mushy. Like I feel a little bit of resistance.
Well, see, mine's not even making that clicking, like the audible clicking sound. It's more like a detented clicking sound that I'm hearing from mine. Ew. So I don't know if I need to get a new one or.
I would try to get a new one because that soft detent would probably mean that the internals probably are probably not sitting well.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
yeah,
the bucket doesn't want to stay in place when it's in leg mode. It like keeps coming undone to where like I even have that little latch done, but it's not holding. So I probably need to track down a new one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my good sir, you are listing the stereotypical problems of yours being misassembled. So,
Well, it was clicking originally fine before, but now it's just like I said, making that mushy sound.
no, so like misassembled can still mean like all the ratchet joints inside were probably not aligning right. So the couple of times that you messed with it probably broke it.
Mm.
So, yeah, I would be tracking down another one.
Yay, QC. So waiting for him. See, I was reading what Daniel was saying. I usually get stuff from Amazon too, but I was just getting impatient waiting for Amazon, so I just ordered the set off of Big Bad Toy Store, and it arrived within like 3 days because I used USPS shipping.
I'm starting to use Big Bad Toy Store more and more because like Amazon is fine, but like the last couple of times I ordered something from Amazon, it was a case of like a good example was the last, like I only have a couple things pre-ordered from Amazon right now, and the last thing for me to come in was the Sonic Prime Complete Series DVD set. And
that was a good series.
Huh?
That was a good series.
I still have yet to watch because I stopped paying for Netflix, and it just got too expensive because I was paying for the 4K one.
Yeah.
And it was like $20 a month. I'm like, and then there was one time where the payment didn't go through, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah.
and I just didn't pay for it again. Especially because I was the payer. I was the one paying it for me and a couple of friends. But when Netflix stopped that, well, you can't password share, and you have to check into your home IP address every so often. Blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely the 1-2 punch of like, well, I mostly was paying for me and my friends, but if I'm just paying for myself and it's $20, nah.
But, yeah, those expenses add up, bro.
Yeah. But what was it like? So they shipped out my Sonic Prime DVD, right? It happened in this order. It was boom, your Sonic Prime DVD shipped out. I was like, what? Boom! Hey, you saved $20 because it was I pre-ordered it for initially $49, but it instantly went on sale for $23. Boom! Hey, yeah, the release date got pushed up by 2 weeks.
Yeah, that happened to me with Heatwave,
and it got on my nerves that I wish those emails could have gotten reversed, like
yeah.
And at least some time apart, like, hey, your pre-order is going to you're going to process it. Your pre-order is going to process in the next day or two. You're going to save money, and then it's shipped out. No, but it's like, oh no, it's shipped out. The date got pushed up, and no, it's like, I can understand the company's logic of, well, we want to get you the product as fast as possible, but that's also a hiding tactic of they just want to get once they ship it out. Technically, you cannot cancel it until you cannot cancel it and get a refund until you ship it back to them.
Yeah.
And they're doing that more and more lately. So if, say for example, you had $100-something order, they'll instantly ship it out, and now you have to wait a week plus to get it back to them to get that $100.
Well, it's just like with Hasbro Pulse, like all those surprise pre-order shippings.
The Hasbro Pulse did it.
But yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, very.
I can't really put in like an opinion regarding companies and shipments because I'm not gonna lie, most of my purchases have been with eBay since most of my figures are older. But I mean, I did just place my first with Big Bad Toy Store.
Hey.
Oh yeah, the pre-order you sent you, and then you also got those Studio Series pre-orders too, huh?
Yeah, I just put that 86 Prime. I'm quite literally just waiting for that Megatron and the Widow Maker.
I guess since we're talking about that, let's go ahead and get right into screen sharing. Let me make sure everything. Okay, so most of or some of these things I do have listing or the link for TFW for, so you can look at the info on that, or anyone watching can look that up. But let's go here, share entire screen. Ugh. Words, English. I don't English good. Oh, and I figured out what I did wrong. There we go. So this popped up a few days ago. Apparently, there's a misassembly error with the Star Optimus Prime. If you can see in this lower right picture, the window isn't quite flush with the rest of the chest. Seems to be a relatively simple fix. Just remove the 3 screws and kind of just massage that plastic into place, and then just screw it back in. It seems to be a relatively simple fix for a minor misassembly error. Like it's nothing major. It's just an aesthetic thing, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like more of an aesthetic kind of pleasing towards its consumers.
I mean, it could be a lot worse. It could be, you know, a whole T-bar wrecking a torso.
Yeah, there's that too.
You got any? Oh, you're bacon wrapped hot dogs.
Oh yeah,
Skippy.
he's probably over there doing a number on them.
Oh yeah, God bless, and they're covered in barbecue sauce too. Oh,
Cool.
Yeah, now I'm hungry. Great.
I just had breakfast before doing this, so.
What is it? Yeah, it's. I mean, it looks like it's a common error, but it looks like it's a common error, and it also looks like it's very fixable, so it's not going to be that much of a big deal. It's and to me, it's just like as long as it's not like the ankle from 86 Prime, I'm fine. I was like, this is a 5-minute fix, just a common Phillips screwdriver. 10 minutes, you're done. I didn't need a pin puncher, you know,
or a piece of sandpaper.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, that should be in the. There should be a link for that, so you can read up more on it. But next thing we have here, this is for Botcon 2025. So they're completely redoing their version of Orion packs. So initially it was just going to be a minor retool of the X. So this is X Transbots, the Masterpiece Scale, Origo, or Orion packs. So originally it was a minor retool of their cup, but it looks like 95% of it is all new to be Orion packs. So this is what they showed off at BotCon this year. And then to show off the trailer that he comes with, it's going to be like an Energon manufacturing trailer. Since Orion was a dock worker in the cartoon at basically like an Energon plant or something like that. I can't remember exactly everything from War Dawn.
I can't either.
Nice little.
All I'm gonna say is that looks super cool. That looks badass.
It does, and like much larger trailer than they initially planned. And it looks like he's going to pull kind of like an MP Rodimus with the way the vehicle attaches to the trailer. Because I think that the front portion there is a faux piece that attaches to Orion.
So kind of like an overlap.
Looking at the new one. Yeah, but I like it. Looks good. Hopefully it's not too expensive because I might want to pick that up. So this is technically third party. For Botcon, they also did this exclusive. This is Ramen Toys. They're basically doing M.A.S.K. I want to say like 3 3/4 or 6-inch scale M.A.S.K. vehicles. Last year they had the Shattered Glass. Was it Thunderhawk? The Firebird.
Yeah.
Basically, like in Shattered Glass Prime colors. This year it's Dead End from the Stunticons, using the shark from M.A.S.K. And I believe the little figurine that comes with is Marissa Fairborn. So, we called it Deepend. It's like a little submarine. Pretty interesting.
I don't know why I got like a James Bond kind of
Yeah, I mean,
feeling
a
from
lot of
it.
the vehicles in M.A.S.K have weird transformations. If you've never heard of it before, definitely worth checking out. It's
But, like I know it's not going to be part of our new setup, but like some of the new images we have for the new releases that are coming out.
all the loyal subjects.
Yeah,
Yeah, those ones look good.
they're adding a couple of features to Thunderhawk that were in the show, but they never made it to the toy.
I'll have to check that out. Maybe we can cover it next week.
Yeah, like what was it like? What's the big diesel truck? That one.
Rhino,
Yeah,
the big Kenworth.
yeah, the big Kenworth that can that had like the back end can separate and excuse me. The back ends can separate, and then it what was it? And then like the back end of the trailer, like where the back end of the cab can open up, and it was a missile launcher type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like it looks like it's inspired by the toy, but you can clearly tell that this was a more higher end version of it because it looks more solid.
And then didn't the grill of the truck become like a battering ram?
Yo.
Yeah.
Like if the viewers or you guys haven't seen it, I recommend go checking them out because
Hurricane is another really cool one. The Bel Air that becomes like a 6-wheeled tank.
Yeah. They also have I can't remember what his name is, but the main bad guy for Venom, the main leader.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either off the top of my head.
Oh, it's Major something. I know it was like a stupid
Major Mayhem or something like that.
Yeah, that's a Major Mayhem.
Major Mayhem.
They also showed off his thing. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the helicopter that turns into a stealth fighter.
Is it like Night Viper or something like that?
I want to say it's Night Viper, but it looks really good. Like it's
jet.
Yeah, like you can definitely tell when you look at the old toys. Like you can tell the plastic is thin in certain areas, not because of age, just because of how they're made, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these new ones look solid, dude. Like
I can get some or try to get some coverage on it for next week or even when we do the Comic-Con stuff.
Yeah, but I'm going to keep my reserve judgment for when I actually have them in hand because I actually have a Thunderhawk.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm missing the figure. So I'm definitely gonna. Miles Mayhem was the main bad guy for M.A.S.K. Okay, so we remembered it was Mayhem something.
Well, then I said Miles. I was like Major Miles at first, and then Miles Mayhem.
Yeah. So like
I'm Boulder Mountain.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna try to get the Thunderhawk and do a comparison.
Nice. So they also showed off this basically G2 Megatron with a gunner or driver that has a Megatron inspired helmet.
Yeah.
And the price on this is actually like the Deepend or Dead End was like $90, and it's a fairly good sized vehicle. And then the tank Megatron is like $250. That's a big tank too. So I mean, not bad considering, or not a bad price considering like the size of the tank. So,
see, this is where this is where we're like some kind of size comparison. Well, at least I was like, just put a can of Coke in there or something, you know?
Yeah. So well, I think it's a 3 3/4 inch figure, so you can imagine it's a fairly hefty sized tank.
Well, like I'm a visual learner, so so numbers. You can say numbers to me all day, but it was like, give me something I can physically, like I can visually compare it to.
You like a lot of the old third party prototype images where they show a pack of cigarettes with it.
Yeah, because
that way I make the background white because you can't see anything with that.
But so now we get on to some sad news. Confirmed at Botcon by Josh Cooley, there are currently no plans from Paramount to do a sequel of Transformers 1. So
we need to kill that Paramount PR team.
Yeah, they made Transformers 1 look like a shit show when it is honestly one of the, if not the best Transformers movie.
So my beef with them is this is strike 2 with them for me. All right. Strike 1 was the D&D movie.
Oh God.
No, go watch it. It's a solid like 8 out of 10 movie, right? But the advertising made it look so just garbage,
campy and goofy.
Yeah, it made it look too crappy. It made it look like it was just a They try to make that D&D movie look like the crummy direct to DVD D&D movies that we got in like the late 2000s.
Or was it like late 90s they did one too?
No, the first one, I think, like the actual D&D movie with Jeremy Irons, I think it was like 2001, I think it was.
Oh.
Because Gary Gygax was actually in it. He was still alive. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I have some horrible beef with the PR team because I don't know who directs them. Like the posters look fine. Like except for TF1. The very first TF1 poster where it has Megatron's eyes above it.
Mm-hmm.
Giving off the worst impression that like, oh, it's just gonna be another Optimus versus Megatron story. I think that's another thing that was Jesus, my goodness. I can go on and on. It's just that PR team definitely needs to be like, I don't know who directs them or if it's the same team who did the Dungeons and Dragons movie, but they need to be took out to behind the barn and given a pink slip.
Honestly, I think my problem with this film is not the film at all, but mostly the marketing team. Nowhere
PR and marketing.
Yeah, nowhere was this movie marketed enough towards audiences correctly. Like it didn't reach anywhere. I felt like I almost didn't see anything regarding this film, even towards its release date.
Yeah, the most notable thing they had for marketing this movie was we're going to launch the teaser trailer from space.
That's pretty much it.
Because it was really cringy the way the intro was done with Chris and Brian. Like,
yep.
And they're such great actors for the movie. Like, all the awards and everything got so heavily shafted against them because Brian Tyree Henry's delivery towards the end, the Age of Primes has ended. That is like the most gravitas that Megatron's had in a while.
Like he got just the whole movie in general, where he goes from a fanboy to a tragic wannabe tyrant, the way he develops and the way he's voice acted, deserves an award. It really does. But the one time that he could have gotten nominated for it was at the NAACP awards, right? But no, that award ceremony wanted to stroke off fucking Mufasa. Look at the best voice actor category. Out of 5 positions, 3 of them went to Mufasa.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I'm like, really? We couldn't give Brian Tanner, like, he's a good actor. Like, I started watching him from Eternals, the Marvel Eternals movie. Then I've been watching, and then I've been going back and watching his other movies. Also, shout out to Bullet Train. Go watch that. It is a very fun movie.
I remember seeing a clip of him like obsessing over Thomas.
Yeah.
He's also sorry to cut you off, but he's also Jefferson Davis in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Like once you he's definitely he's definitely one of those actors. Once you find out his name and you start tracking out where he's been, you start realizing he's in a lot of stuff that you've already seen.
Well, and then he was personally marketing Transformers 1 right around the time it was coming out, like wearing like just Megatron inspired duds everywhere.
Yeah.
Like gray, red, black looking. He looked like Hollow Matter Megatron from IDW Comics.
Yeah. The dude definitely was like
he got that grip.
Yeah, he was full on board with everything. And but it's I had to convince one of my fellow collectors, local collectors, because he saw that he's not into Transformers as much as I am, right? Like he'll watch the trailer and he'll judge just by that. I had to reconvince him to tell him to go ahead and watch it, because he said the trailer already put him off. And I said, just think about it this way: it's the story how the war got started. It's going to get dark really quick.
Yep.
And that's how the marketing team should have pushed it, but no, they wanted to push up as a buddy movie.
Pushing all the comedy and everything, especially all the emphasis on Bumblebee. I think that was also part of the whole thing with Keegan. Like they wanted to push Keegan-Michael Key.
That too. Excuse me, not Bumblebee. Badassitron. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Counselor Prime, how we doing? Sorry, you just had to hear me cuss and rant. Regular from my channel.
So, next thing we got here, this popped up like right after the stream last episode. This is kind of a tease for the Missing Link Ultra Magnus. This is in the Generation Source book that is about to come out, or has come out.
Why does this have so? This carries the energy of why didn't you knock?
Yeah. Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft.
No, it's more like I'm like with him having the helmet and the chest piece off. I'm getting like I'm changing clothes here.
It's like, do you mind?
Do you mind? Why didn't you knock?
I mean, this makes me want like DNA or someone to do that upgrade kit for the Age of the Primes one that's coming out.
Also, a soft confirmation that the headpiece and the chest piece will combine.
Well, didn't they do that originally too?
Oh,
because it was part of the whole powered convoy gimmick with the Axalon. Because the chest plate and the head would become like a little fighter plane for the Axalon pilot. There's that. And then some more rumor floating around that we're getting a Missing Link Ratchet, Ironhide, and some unknown Decepticon. My money is more on Soundwave than anything. Because I don't see them doing a Megatron anytime soon, if at all.
Starscream.
Yeah, Starscream would be a solid option.
I want to see a Starscream before I see a Soundwave, because what the Missing Links are trying to do is give him more articulation than the base toy. All you really have to do for Soundwave is just
knees and ankles.
The knees and the hips. That what was it? All you have to do is just make the knees reversible, make the hips a little bit more not scary to use. And, and then just give them wrist and bicep swivels, and that's it.
And then like a outward shoulder movement, and then wrist swivel, ankle tilt.
Yeah, like
Starscream needs a checkup from the neck up.
Yeah,
I mean character wise, but
yeah, but
like he needs a whole new engineered figure. I mean, same with Ironhide and Ratchet. I mean, look at
that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But like, I definitely want to see a Starscream, because that Starscream is nothing but a brick.
Yeah.
Like at least with the Ironhide and Ratchet, I can at least see their arms moving a little bit better than Starscream's.
Yeah, and with the Missing Link one, I could see them adding a joint to rotate the arms up, engineering a robot mode head inside. Like I know some people are starting to get their hands on the Missing Link Sunstreaker, so I can't wait for that one. But yeah, just something to keep an eye out for soon. This couple teases from DNA Design, awesome third-party add-on kits. They're doing Jaguar from Animated Optimus, and they're doing a new upgrade kit for the Megatron Godzilla repaint of Grimlock. So that's Arc that has a love for Grimlock, right?
Oh God, yes.
So there you go, Arc. If you could track down the Godzilla crossover Megatron, which has Sludge's head on Grimlock, still find that really weird.
So since you brought it up, let's go ahead and give Arc a shout out. He's officially become a collector. He got his first couple of Grimlock figures over the break.
Sweet.
He got he got the G2 colored Studio Series Grimlock. And also, he got a little Legends class Grimlock from RAD 2015.
Oh, nice. Well, I mean, we also have something Grimlock related as well as this coming up soon.
We mentioned Grim and we summoned him again.
But yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what they do with the Jet Jaguar. Like, I haven't watched Godzilla Singular Point. I think this is what these two upgrades are meant to go for. But it'll be interesting to see. So there's that. So Achai Studio, we looked at an orange prototype of the Blurr head in the last stream. They've got a color test shot here that they've printed up. I don't know if they're printing these or injection molding them or how they're doing it. But the Blurr head looks really good. And again, he's still giving that Giga Chad vibe. Or handsome Squidward.
All I know is he's mewing at me, bro. But you know what?
He's
I'll take
mogging.
it.
And then little prototype image of Prima Prime's new head, which there's some early protos there, showing how it works in vehicle modes, just attaches the same way, still same amount of clearance. And then here's a better look at colored prototypes. So it does have a switchable faceplate. So you can have him with and without the battle mask. And
very
yeah,
nice, very nice.
I'm definitely picking this up because it's definitely based off of the Covenant of Primus design. What do you think, Alan?
Sorry, I was eating my chips. It looks really good. Like, I really dig that. I really dig the whole Prime era of like stuff being extra spiky and stuff. So this was definitely something I'll probably pick up.
Is it just me, or does his helmet give very much Thor vibes?
It does.
Or like Asgardian, I should just say.
No, yeah, no, you're right. It gives like very like Marvel Ultimates or Asgardian vibes.
I don't know why I felt like it looked like Saint Seiya.
I don't know who that is.
It's a Japanese anime. It's it's kind of like the Zodiac. The Zodiac. I forgot the exact name of the title, but Zodiac something.
Daniel's trying to get your attention, Alan.
Oh, what's up, Daniel?
What I would love to see Achai Studio do is the Transformers 1 Prima head that looks very much like Ultra Magnus, just the very tall antenna.
Oh, yeah, I know it should.
Yeah, there he is, like actually on the figure, and it looks really good.
Ooh.
And it looks like he's made a new version of the Star Saber to go with it. Because I know Achai Studio has been doing a lot of stuff lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if this Star Saber is next on their list. And that actually looks more like how it looks in the Covenant of Primus as well. So you can just attach the matrix to it. Another upgrade kit. We've got NBO1, the Killing Arm. So this is a Skybound comic upgrade kit for your Studio Series Optimus.
Oh, Daniel, that's on the docket. You just gotta give us a minute.
So if you want Optimus to go on the offensive, here you go. I love how it looks how it does in the comic. Like you even got the stickers for the chest. So this is more reason for me to maybe pick up a KO to have with the official.
That looks amazing. I might have to pick that up. That looks awesome.
Some of these upgrades are relatively cheap. So I think this one maybe like $20.
Yeah, especially when it's just I consider this like I consider these minor upgrades, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these minor upgrade kits are usually really affordable.
Yeah, and this is like purely supplemental too. It's like you don't have to have this. It's just
like for someone like me who I haven't read any of the Skybound comics yet, and I don't really know. The only context I can take from this is just the visual cue. Like, you know, Optimus lost an arm, Megatron lost an arm, 2 + 2 = a whole.
Yeah.
You know? And so I'm not connected to it, so I don't need to buy it, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ark is instantly loving the Godzilla Grimlock.
This looks so good. It's blast effect compatible. I think it has LEDs based on this image here. So
ooh, possibly. I hope so. It looks chunky enough to house a battery and a light.
Yeah. So if you don't want to get the DNA one, you want to get one that looks even more accurate to the comic, there you go. Another one for Studio Series Megatron, we've got Funbie Studios. So you would have to buy the files and print this yourself or send it to someone who has a 3D printer. But yeah, they're making a handle based on the Skybound Megatron tank mode gun.
That's
I'm gonna make this tank mode a gun.
yeah, that's
It's
pretty.
based on a panel in the comic where Megatron like hands Starscream like a gun, and it's just basically him in tank mode.
Yeah, I can understand that's a jab at our current situation, why we can't have him as a gun. That's hilarious though.
So, and then it's also compatible with Siege Megatron with these two pieces here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can go for Studio Series or Siege. Mark Lonis uploaded some behind-the-scenes pictures of Venom or Venin, and yeah, I cannot wait to have this buggy boy. A lot of people are considering him the leader of the deluxe Decepticons.
See.
Oh, he is?
No, I consider him the leader.
Yeah, I mean, he's giving main character energy.
I'm really digging that color scheme for him.
It looks so good.
Yeah, he really pops.
And there he is in cicada mode. I still just find it hilarious that the cicada head is just his robot head upside down. Which someone else pointed out, like with the bug eyes on the side of his head, I wonder if those are also his robot eyes, and then what we consider to be the visor is just his mouth. Just food for thought. People are starting to get their 86 Perceptor pack from Target in and showing off the differences. He is a little bit wider in the chest.
Oh, he has something to fill at the back too. I didn't catch that the first time around.
Well, and what's weird is with the chest being painted, his whole upper torso is molded in brown plastic from Ramhorn. You can probably see it right here in the left picture of the microscope mode, the brown tabs.
Hey, so I'd rather have that solid plastic window than the clear plastic window.
Yeah. And it's a more vibrant red as well, and then even the teal it's brighter, but also, I guess, less saturated. Like, it's hard to describe, like, just between the two here, because on the right is the original Studio Series, the left is the new one.
Yeah, you can see. I guess the if we want to throw a term on it, I guess it'd be it's more color balanced.
Yeah, and it's more accurate to the cartoon color scheme. Yeah. So with this new tooling, I think everyone's favorite core reviewer, PvP, posted a video. He cannot really get into the tank mode with this wider chest. Like, it doesn't tab in the same way.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
Ratbat looks really good. I like the more, I guess, magenta.
Yeah.
Instead of just the straight up purple.
I can understand why they gave him why they reused this mold, because I mean it's like, don't mess with what's not don't fix what's it? Don't mess
with perfection.
Well, not perfection. Do not fix what's not broke.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. I just hate that. I can
settle down there, Tez.
Go ADHD stuttering. I can understand why they gave him the backpack. I mean, because like most cassette box, unless you're a masterpiece scale, you're not gonna build in the backpack stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even I had it in the cartoon, so.
Yeah. No, I mean, like look what they did for masterpieces. They built in the backpacks to transform them. You know.
Yeah, I have the Marvel color Ratbat. I think that I don't remember. Oh yeah, that came with the clear G2 Megatron for Collectors Club.
Yeah.
I think. We got Ramhorn, which again, way better than Steeljaw. Steeljaw got shafted hard when it came to the cassette bots. But I can't believe I was scrolling through TFW and someone superimposed Jim Carrey with this picture of Ramhorn's back end.
Oh my goodness.
Ace Ventura is hilarious. But and what's weird is Toy Hacks already has stickers for these out.
Already?
Yeah, for both versions of these, or both of these molds. So it's crazy. This is going to be coming out very soon. This is the Devastation Seeker Elite and Ground Trooper pack.
Jesus, those swords are more massive than I thought they were. Holy.
Yeah. So yeah, the swords compared to Kingdom Primal and Rise of the Beast Primal. So it's all new mold, based very much on the video game, and with the lower portion here, it has kind of like a wind blade theme going on with it. Yeah, this Seeker looks good. Like, I know a lot of people don't like this Seeker mold, and I'm getting tired of it myself. I want my Sunstorm, damn it.
When's how, like, okay, so I'm trying not to stutter again. When do we usually get a Seeker refresh?
I don't know.
Because what was it? The
Classics mold went on for like 15 years, so I have no idea.
Not anytime soon, let me tell you.
Yeah, we just might be stuck with this mold because, like, also, if we compare years again, that one lasted like what 15 years because it ran from 2007, 2008 to 2020. Right?
2006 to 2016, I want to say, because of the Collectors Club. Like, the last use, I think, of that Seeker mold was Nacelle.
Well, I'm not saying when the last time they used it because I'm counting when the new mold gets dropped.
Yeah, the last new Seeker mold was Siege Starscream.
And that was like
huh?
And that was what, 2020, 2021?
2019. And then we got the Earthrise the following year in 2020.
Okay, so we're not going to say the Tetrajet Seekers. The Earth Seekers. So yeah, the OG model had, because look because I think about it this way. Look how fast they threw away that Tetrajet mold.
Well, I mean, yeah, I wish they would have done some more with it. Like, the last use we got of it was Nacelle and Shockwave.
They basically, for lack of a better term, they shat out all the basic ones that we needed for the Tetrajets, and they dumped it faster than they dumped it faster than you being aware of a toxic and you being in a toxic relationship.
Yeah, they still need to do the Coneheads from the Earthrise series that were in the Tetrajet mold. Maybe a studio series release someday. But there's the Ground Trooper, so I hope they do a yellow one to go with this. I think they were supposed to do a yellow one and the purple Seeker.
Very goodness gracious. It makes sense because this is the opposite, where the black one was the more elite air trooper, and the purple one was the more grunt level.
Oh, for the Seeker?
Yeah. I'm trying to like find better terms. Like, if it was like for example, if you find a group of 10, and because I just got them playing the video game not so long ago, if you found 10 Seekers, it would always be like 10 purples and 1 black. Just like how when you came across the ground units, it'd be like 10 blue units and 1 yellow. It'd be like the captain essentially.
Huh.
So they kind of flipped it here because, like, the first time they introduce a black one, it's like right after a boss fight, and they call them an elite. And yeah, if you weren't expecting it, he kind of whooped you across. It's like, hi, this is the dirt. You're going to eat it for a minute.
Yeah, this actually looks really good. The Runabout Run Amok mold is a lot of fun.
I just wish more people had access to it.
Yeah. Especially, was it Runabout? Yeah, the black one, the Target exclusive for whatever reason. Because he had red windows. So, talked about this before, but we got some in-hand, like, prototype images of Shield D Prime and confirmation from Pulse because the pre-order went up. $300. Not as bad as BBTS. A little bit more than Takara Tomy Mall. And it comes out in February. Or, Hasbro standards, early December. Because I like this instant early. But it looks like from the concept art, I think is that still Shield Liger or is that Blade Liger?
No, that's Shield.
I'm just trying to remember like which, or is it Zoid's Wild?
Oh no, you said from the concept art. From the concept art, I don't think that's Blade. Hold on.
It might be Blade Liger.
I gotta bust out the flipping. I have to bust out the flipping Google search. No, yeah, that's based off of Blade Jaguar. Liger. Bleh.
Yeah, so it looks like at one point it was going to be based on Blade Liger. I mean, I could see them doing it for like a Nemesis Prime down the line.
But the cool part is that Blade Liger and Shield Liger are only a couple of parts of swappable things.
Yeah, new head, new backpack, hip pieces, tail.
Yeah. Well, not really, not fully a new head. You just have to swap out the side details on him.
Yeah.
Swap out the side details, give him like long ears, and then actually give him a backpack. It's like, I hate to call him out like this, but the reason why they went with the Shield Liger, it is the most basic Zoid frame out there.
Well, it's like the most iconic too. Like when you think of Zoid, you think of Shield Liger.
Yes, no.
Well, it's like the most common one I can think of, that, or like Command Wolf or something like that.
Out of the out of the base models, like out of the mass produced Zoid types in the whole franchise, yeah, it's one of those. But like, at least in my generation, when people think Zoids, they think Liger Zero.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, like an Ultra Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Rodimus. But it's more gray. I love the gray scale models. I love that for prototypes because you get to see all the detail. But you can see the light up features and just everything molded into them. This next thing, so if you remember what the original Roadbuster toy looked like, Good Smile Company is basically giving us that.
Oh.
Just thought it was something neat to throw in here. So there you go. If you want a Roadbuster. Huh?
I was able to see this post. I did see this one.
Yeah, it looks really good. Hasbro needs to really revisit Roadbuster. We haven't had a new like G1 or even comic style Roadbuster since 2014. And that figure is really dated.
Oh, it's yeah. It that even at the time when we got it, there were so many problems with it. It felt cheap. Like it felt so.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a Thrilling 30 toy. It felt like a knockoff.
It felt like a kind of worse toy.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, like from the design to the plastic quality, it felt like a knockoff.
Like a dollar store toy.
Family Dollar.
Oh, Big Lots.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, but no, that's actually better. Big Lots. So you have like those deformation warrior shifting action.
Or like that one that Theo came across that he called Razal Prul.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a prowl body with Misfire's head.
It's like one of those, like, if you're gonna it's just one of those designs. It says he's based off of a separate toy and he's not native to the franchise. It's just really weird to get him right.
Yeah. Watch Good Smile do the Dorvac helicopter next. Or Whirl. But so this is from, I believe eHobby is doing these with Takara. I don't know if you have to 3D print these yourself or if you buy them already printed, but they're these little garage kits that you can paint up yourself. And some of the promos showed using like Gundam markers to paint them.
Huh.
Got some models here. Then they've got some like printouts of ones that might be doing like Stranglehold. That's a deep cut for Pretenders. Sideswipe, a couple of others, but just wanted to highlight these ones here of Prime, and then Soundwave and Tarn. So little figurines. They almost look like Warhammer. And I think that's what they're going for with these like Warhammer designs.
Yeah. I'm actually really digging that they're leaning into the 3D printing community.
Mm-hmm.
Because you all you have to do. So I mean, like if you think about this from a marketing standpoint, right? You don't have to actually make these yourselves. All you have to do is just all you have to do is just have a designer design on the computer like normal, like do the very first stages of designing process. Do like maybe 1 or 2 test prints yourself out to make sure they're stable, and once they're stable, that's it. You don't have to do anything else, and just throw the files out there to be purchasable. And that's the most non-AI use of like free money you can get from a toy or a modeling company out there.
Yep.
And you're also showing a lot of goodwill to the 3D printing community, where you're showing that you're willing to work with them and also give them attention and understand that that's a brand new community. That's just, it's going to do nothing but grow from here. So like I have to give them the props for that.
Well, and it also encourages like customization, because you can print those parts in like basic, primer gray, and then paint them however you want. And there's even some printers out there now to where you can print one file in multiple colors. Like you can print the proper parts in the colors that they need to be.
Oh yeah,
all in one print. So, moving on, we got some more third-party stuff. This is the toy version of basically X-Transbot's version of Scrapper that they're calling Ground Bite. And I think as far as third-party Devastators, this one might look the best combined. I know a lot of people love the MMC one, but I think this really nails it, because you got those rubber tires. They're doing it in both toon and toy colors, and they don't have like weird gimmicks like I'm seeing with the MMC one, where the wheels like expand out. I don't know, just the MMC one just isn't doing anything for me, whereas this one is. And it looks really good with the toy colored long haul. They do come with the trumpets.
So sometimes when I see hyper accurate cartoon accuracy down to like the animation, like extremely long legs and stuff, like I know for some people it's like that's exactly what they want, but for me it's just like it's a little too
lanky. Too lanky.
Yeah, it becomes a little too lanky when you see it it's one thing when you see animation, because when you see something in animation, because I think there's already a built-in layer filter for everybody's brains when they look at something animated. That there's that you can understand that certain things can be exaggerated, because not every single scene's going to be the exact same. From certain angles and stuff like that. But when you see it in the real world like this, for at least people like me, why?
Yeah.
It looks too weird.
Well, especially when you throw toy details on it.
Yeah, because it's meant to be blank. Oh, okay, Daniel's calling us. Hold on, wait a minute. Did you hear about the rumors about the Energon? Okay, no, that's that. If you get the SS Devastation Sideswipe in the troop pack, you can take the sword from the ground soldier and give it to Sideswipe, and buy another pack so you can give him a second one. I thought he came with 2 swords.
The ground trooper only comes with the 1 sword.
Ew.
The Secret Elite has 2.
Okay. Because SS Gamer Edition Sideswipe doesn't have his 2 swords, but he has the game, like, you have to buy the same trooper pack to get the sword from the ground soldier to give him the Sideswipe. Did you see my comment? The Devastation 2 pack. Yeah. Yeah. It sucks that you have to buy multiples, but I think they did that on purpose, because that is the ground trooper.
It's a troop builder.
Yeah, it's the troop builder. You're going to more likely, especially for someone like me, I will probably end up buying like 2 or 3 of that pack just so I can have like some people. Yeah. I can make a scene.
I at Botcon, X-Transbot showed off a couple more prototypes. So we got a Razor, aka Bone Crusher, and Gravedigger, aka Scavenger. And tune details on these molds look great.
Is it?
Like the bulldozer for Bone Crusher looks really good.
Oh no, you said it sounded like you're fixing to say more.
Oh. But there's the toy version.
Oh, I forgot about the circuitry detail on Bone Crusher's chest.
Yep.
The
kibble management is really good though. Like the way you don't see any of that on the blade, and then you flip it over and it scrunches up, and there you go.
I want to like. I think I fell into the like I like watching people review and transform third party stuff, but I probably won't do it myself.
Yeah,
because you mentioned it of like you'd want to see how all this stuff like folds together, and I think we all have seen at least one or two third party videos of someone trying to transform something like this, and there's just so many little parts, there's so many like little flaps and like extra hinges and stuff to make things tuck away. It's like, yeah, I'll just watch someone transform it and get my
good example of that. Jobby just put up a video, or about a month or so ago, or maybe 3 months now. Was it a month ago? Recently put up a video of the Romulus, the Earthrise scale Megatron that New Age did, and transformation on that, it looks complicated, but I guess it's like really smooth and a lot less complicated than MP36. So, I don't know.
Oh, there's Age Bomb, because isn't MP36 starting to reach like he's knocking on the door of 10 years old now?
Getting close to it, yeah.
Ooh.
So here's X-Transbot's version of Misfire, and I believe they're doing 2 releases of this, or like they've been doing with the toy and tune. So you're getting a tune style head and a toy style head.
Re-release Misfire. Re-release Misfire.
Or better yet, 2 new molds without the headmaster gimmick.
I like the headmaster gimmick, so I'm based on. I'm based.
Here's their Cone Chrome or Slug Slinger, just an early, I guess like an EP1 test shot. So this is just the final test shot of like the molded plastic to see how it fares before they do it in color. Mold wise, it looks good. Like X-Transbox has been doing really good lately. MMC, so they've been doing their tapes. I do have the Line Fang or Stripes on pre-order, and now they're doing Ramhorn, and he looks awesome. Like, just the way MMC is able to get these cassettes into fully formed robots like this is just amazing.
And building the equipment.
Yeah.
That looks really nice, not gonna lie.
Well, I see his name, and I think of that scene from Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas. I'm bolted to the wall. There we go. Magic Square. Now, a friend of mine, Chris, who longtime viewers of the channel know from Cybercast days, Chris Barrett, he is getting these MP scaled Megatons. And he's super excited for Vortex here. And I mean, I can understand why. Like, Bruticus is easily my favorite combiner, and Magic Square looks to be nailing these designs. Like, that is the best looking Vortex I've ever seen, I think.
Yeah.
That's
what, I think I said it on the previous podcast, I'll say it again. It's like, this is a good example of why third party is needed in this space, because without the restrictions of common, what is it? I can't say common. Without the restrictions of current modern day toy laws, or not just laws in general, but business practices, you can get away with it. Huh?
And the budget.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's why I kind of left it in with practices, you know, like everything with you having no like you're catering to one specific fan base, and you know that they have it that they will probably end up buying this anyways. You have the freedom to do anything, and you have no restrictions on you whatsoever. Like you're not worried about like, well, is this going to sell at Target or is this going to sell at only at collectors sites, whatever. Whatever. This is a great example of you making it for the fans, and you can just like go to the moon, and it looks, and like again, I have to give them like some super. I still don't like how the swindle looks. Again, it looks a little too close to the animation model, you know, like
to a fault. And that's what I love about it. Even having like the little tiny wheels on the shoulders and then the big wheels on the lower legs. I love it.
It's but like I give the swindle flack, but then I look at that vortex and you know it's the bite, the lip. That looks too good.
Or even Brawl, like Brawl looks amazing.
And I'm trying to make it sound like I'm a downer, but I'm giving this thing nothing but praise on how good it looks.
Yeah, I mean, if I could afford it, I would pick these up in a heartbeat. Like the main problem with me is my personal budget, but they look so good. It's so tempting. $250 or $230 for Onslaught alone. I mean, and each of the limbs is $150.
How big are they?
Wow.
These are MP scaled.
Oh yeah. So, we gotta give Ramen context. Upside downside Ramen. Third parties usually cater really heavily to fans. They their transformations are more complex, as well as they can be and in doing so they can be more like show accurate or movie accurate, because there's even some third party movie stuff out there too. But the downside is it's considered a premium product as well. So you are going to be paying triple digits for most stuff. Like this is like as someone who's as someone who's always been on a budget ever since he got out of high school, it baffles my mind when I see Transformer collectors out there. This is all they collect, and then they talk about their weekly hauls every week, and they're getting multiple of these
thousands of dollars worth of stuff.
Huh? Yeah,
like thousands of dollars of stuff every week.
Yeah, thousands of dollars stuff every week. Like cool. If you make the money, and that's your spare income, and you have like the credit score to have the credit card to do it, like do you, bud? But at the same time, it's like, God damn.
Yeah, right. Right now, you set those prices, man. Holy.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm spending that.
Size wise, I want to say the limbs are about what, like 8 inches. I would say, like a little bit taller than about the size of modern day Voyagers.
8 to 9 inches depend. So it's depending on a couple of factors. A modern day Voyager can be between 8 to 10 inches depending on how bulky they are. If they are a person who is super bulky, like a tank transformer, they're going to be a little bit more shorter on the squat side because they're going to be thicker. It's going to be the same amount of plastic, but just how depending on how short and wide or tall and thin they are.
But I'm just like talking like MP scale wise.
Oh, that same diff.
Like I'm just trying to put into like size how big these figures are.
Yeah. Oh,
like, they're pretty good size figures. Like think like a.
I was saying, Dalton, we both blinked on we both blinked on the third party stuff. Ramen, there is a growing marketplace in the third party scene of what they call legend scales. These guys are like 5 to 6 inches tall, and they're stupid cheap. They're like they're stupid cheap relatively speaking. Like they can range anything between $20 to $40 per figure, and they're nice little, like they're about the size of a deluxe and sometimes a little bit smaller.
And they're fully articulated too.
Yeah.
Listen, as long as it's a bargain, you got me in.
Yeah. And like right now I'm hunting after this line called Craftsman Toys.
Oh, okay. We're gonna get.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, but yeah, it's.
I'm just saying, we got something for you.
Oh yeah, go.
But Speaking of MP scale, an unknown company is doing Quick Strike. I thought this may have been Transart, but no, it's all new because the scorpion legs are individually ball jointed and they each have a hinge, so he can actually pose his hand like he could in the show. I'm definitely going to be following this and going to pick it up when I can find it.
I mean, they won't be as articulated in the show because like that's more biology at the work, but
yeah,
that the only way they'll be able to work in toy form is unless those fingers are really thick and they can actually handle the articulation.
Well, they're all hinged, like you see right here in the scorpion mode. They are hinged.
Is this tail a snake?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is from Beast Wars. It was a gimmick, and then they got implemented in the show called Fusors, where they blend two animals together. The story was basically the stasis pod malfunctioned, and it scanned two life forms at once.
I see.
In Quick Strike's case, a scorpion and a cobra, and he has a cowboy attitude. He always wants to kick some keister.
The most I can say is go watch Beast Wars and you'll get why I call him the boob.
The boob is crazy.
Because I'll spoil a joke for you first. Is like
why did send me royalty?
No,
because
no, don't wait. I know Beast Wars is your thing. Let me have my moment. All right. It's because at one point in the show, Megatron is trying to infiltrate the Maximal base, the Autobot base, essentially, right? Mm-hmm. And then and he holds everybody back and goes, wait. Quick Strike, why don't you go in first? Oh yeah, let me go first. Let me go kick some keister. And then Inferno, who talks like he's a flippin' royal guard, goes, royalty, why did you not send me, your fiercest fighter, in first? And he goes, because Inferno, when expecting booby traps, and Quick Strike triggers one of the booby traps and gets punched against the wall by a giant fist. Always send the boob in first.
Hey, smart man right there. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, it reminds me of that scene from G1. Funny. A booby trap that actually catches boobies. I cannot wait for this Quick Strike. I missed out on Transart. Bet your butt I'm going to get this one. Bet your keister. So, yeah, really looking forward to this. Need to find out who's making this and get it as soon as it comes out. Watch it be Robot
design, not gonna lie.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Robot Toys because they did that Scorponok recently. Just thought I'd show this. People are starting to get it in hand. M.A.S.K has it. This is the fans' hobby Metal Hawk, essentially, from Transformers Victory. He is what's known as a pretender. So this whole thing on him that has the dude's face, that is a shell that goes over this. So in the cartoon, it was a way for them to blend in with people. In the anime, they actually are the size of humans, but in the comics and the toys, I think they were giants. Like, it didn't really work, especially the Decepticons. But yeah.
Not really blending in there, are you?
No. But yeah, I mean, this looks to be like the best version of Metal Hawk out there. And I think for Rummel Collectors, Figa Banging just did an episode with this figure. So yeah, I mean,
all right. So this is going to be a real noob statement right here, but enlighten me onto what a pretender is.
So, like I was saying, they're typical Transformers, but they have the ability to create basically a hollow matter avatar that... Okay, do you remember Alice from Revenge of the Fallen?
Yeah.
That's a pretender.
Yeah.
I see.
So they're Cybertronians that can disguise themselves as humans.
Their alt mode, instead of them... basically, they're a subspecies of Cybertronians, where instead of completely altering their shape, like going from a robot to a box on wheels, they're literally just shifting their skin, essentially.
And they can have an alternate a vehicle mode, like you see with Metal Hawk here.
Yeah.
So they have a vehicle mode and then a secondary disguise that allows them to blend in with people.
Yeah, in the world of Transformers, they can be considered a triple changer, because depending on which continuity they come from, because like Alice completely shifted her outer shell.
Yeah, I was wrong, Daniel. Sorry, it was a Super God Master Force.
Yeah, and depending on the continuity, it's them shifting their outer shell to be that can mimic biological flesh. So they could walk amongst humans, and the only way you could really tell that they were Cybertronian is if you basically dropped them out of a building and they had to land. Because where they go squish, or are they making a crater?
Well, have you seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Kev?
Yeah.
Like Envy.
Yeah, just like Envy. That's what I was thinking about right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, really awesome looking figure. Hope they do more. They've done a lot of stuff from Super God Master Force. They've already done God Genrai, all the other bots. Like, check out Fans Hobby if you get a chance. Like, just look at some of the stuff they put out. And they've evolved pretty well for a company. They're even doing Unicron trilogy figures like Armada Prime, Jetfire, Overload. They did Energon Optimus and Wing Saber. I really hope they do Cybertron next. But for anyone who's into Funko Pops, spoiler, I already pre-ordered these. They're doing Beast Wars.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, they did some characters for Rise of the Beast, but these are our first full-on Beast Wars characters. I'm not counting Tudor because that was an NFT thing. But, yeah. So I hope they do more of these. I would love to see more Beast Wars stuff, especially Dinobot, Silverbolt, Waspinator.
I think it's because I've gotten so used to seeing Funko Pops without mouths.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah,
especially Rhinox.
Especially Rhinox is when he actually has lips, and it's like it's a competition in between Rhinox and Black Arachne. It's kind of like, I don't know what's scaring me more. The small
I think
mouth?
Black Arachne scares me less.
But you know what's distracting me out of all this? How cute Megatron's T-Rex head is.
I know. You watch Chubby the Hung videos, right?
Yeah.
Just imagine the wee or the re.
Ah, yeah, the little mini, his little Godzilla noise. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm honestly a little excited for a Tarantulas Funko Pop.
Yeah, Tarantulas would be awesome.
Oh, that would be an instant buy for me. Oh, that would be an instant buy for me. Oh.
Transmetal Tarantulas. I don't know why. Yeah, Ratchet's great. I can't wait for the MP to come out.
Oh no, use that Transmetal Tarantulas. Yeah, that's an instant buy. Holy no, forget the base Tarantulas. Give me a that. Like, I've always loved Transmetal Tarantulas.
Kids Deco. I love the Fox Kids Deco Tarantulas, like the silver with the green. Oh. Next thing we got, so some more prototype and kind of behind the scenes stuff of MPG 17. So, Kev, if you're wanting to get into Masterpiece, this would be a good start. Because this blends so many different versions of Optimus together into one. Like, you've got the axe from the Siege, or the War for Cybertron Siege trilogy from a few years ago. You've got the arm blades from Rise of the Beasts, and then the basic design is a little bit of a Rise of the Beast in G1. Such a good looking figure.
They basically threw a bunch of the stuff in a blender and just hit mix.
It's like that old video that got used for Gmod Idiot Box. Will it blend? That is the question. But even like back here, he's got the back details of the truck from the Peterbilt.
Yeah, the OG trilogy.
And then he's compatible with the Masterpiece, the previous Masterpiece Optimus. So you can have him hauling that around. Yeah, just showing like here the evolution of Masterpiece Optimus from 2004 to 2010, 2016, 2018, somewhere around there.
2018, I want to say, was MP44.
Yeah, and then the new one. So you can see all the weapons and stuff he comes with. So he comes with the arm blades from Rise of the Beast, or just live action Prime in general.
Yeah, because I was gonna say the arm blades are actually kind of shared in between Rise of the Beast and the OG trilogy too.
Yeah. The axe from G1, the axe flash shield from Siege, some adapters to be able to put everything on them.
This is
And it's
just the
not a bad
best of
price either.
Prime.
Huh?
I'm gonna call this the best of Prime.
But pretty much. That's pretty much what they're going for with this, is greatest hits Optimus. And it's not a bad price either. It's like, what, 180 on Hasbro Pulse?
Yeah.
Like for Masterpiece Prime, it's not bad.
Mm-mm.
There you go. There you go. I know you're excited for this brand. This is Yellow Park. This is the Tarn, the one I'm most excited for as far as like figures from Yellow Park. But yeah, I need to get this.
Yeah,
this will probably be my Tarn on my shelf.
This, oh my goodness, how can I say this in the nicest of terms? I know our whole franchise is all about transforming figures, but sometimes when a figure is just so well designed in robot mode, it's like I don't want him to transform ever. That's this.
Even though that's the whole point of this character is he's addicted to transforming, that he burns out his transformation cog.
Yeah.
So with his victims, Kev, you've probably never heard of this sub-faction before, but he's part of what's called the Decepticon Justice Division. What they do is they seek out Decepticons who either don't follow Megatron's original ideology to a T, or Decepticons who have deserted the Decepticon cause. Like, they are like cultist Decepticons, like, to the letter.
I mean, you can easily just say like those are Decepticon police force amongst their own faction.
So like extreme zealots, basically, yeah.
I see.
And each member has a different way of torturing their victims. Tarn's case, he fine-tuned his vocal processors to where he can basically talk a Cybertronian spark into just extinguishing.
He literally talks him to death.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the creator of the character, had the perfect voice in mind too, that I could see working for that trait. Keith David. Keith David was James Roberts' original idea, or not James Roberts, Alex Milne's original idea for his voice, and I could see it. Like, just think Goliath or Arbiter speaking when you see this character.
Listen, all I know is that he looks like an utter badass too.
Oh, he is. And whenever he extinguishes a spark of one of his victims, he collects their transformation cog so he can continue his addictive transformation habits. So he's a
little transformer addict.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we kind of have to explain this a little bit. So since he's still kind of new. Okay, so in essence, you do get the concept that that Cybertronians in general are essentially living beings, right?
Hmm.
And just like any other living being, like any other like us, other animals and stuff, they have organs just like any other living being. Their T-cog or transformation cog is an internal organ that lets them transform.
Well, you've seen Transformers 1, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
No, so yeah,
yeah. But they can be replaceable, but it also depends on the continuity. It also depends on the continuity too, how hard they are to replace. Like in Transformers Prime, apparently they were so ingrained with them they had to have a special surgery to have them removed. But in Transformers 1, you can just change it out like you're just changing out a shirt.
Yeah.
He wears
a processor or like replacing your CPU on your computer.
It's because he's basically wearing out his own muscles, transforming so much.
Yeah.
The dude lifts so much weight he busts his arms.
I get it, man. That's pretty cool, actually.
Here's something that you both will enjoy. Yellow Park is doing a Rise of the Beast Optimus. However, this one does have a new head that has the face without the mouth plate.
Ooh. I did actually appreciate the redesigned face to look more like Peter Cullen.
Yeah.
Much appreciated on that.
And
Definitely
there's
agree
everything
on that.
comes with. Do what?
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
With the redesign for Peter Cullen.
I wish this movie did better.
So apparently it got dropped on Max and instantly reached like number 2 or number 8 on the top movies.
Rise of the Beast or 1?
Rise of the Beast.
Really?
Yeah. It happened on the 26th.
That's cool.
I want to look at the top movies now, but the bad part is like the thing I hate right now on the Max is that out of the top 10 movies, 4 of them are occupied by different versions of the Minecraft movie.
Yep.
And I wish they can all just glue them all together rather than just, oh, here's a block party version, here's the regular version, here's the ASL version. Like, can we just have like them all just lumped them together and just have
and then just select the version you want, like when you click on it.
Yeah, because kind of spamming like that kind of it's yes, I understand the Minecraft movie is really big right now, but at the same time, it's like I want to see what else is big. If you're gonna spam the Minecraft movie, at least like include the top.
Make it its own subcategory.
Huh?
Make it its own subcategory.
Yeah, or at least give us the top 20 so we can see what else is being doing good. You know?
Yeah. But next thing we got here, the AMK Minis. So these are like the 5-inch, 4 or 5-inch ones. Basically what Botcon used last year and this year for their exclusives. So very small, simple builds, but you got Hot Rod, Jazz, Hound, Cliff Jumper, Prowl, and RC.
They look nice.
They do.
Well, except for maybe Rodimus, he looks kind of like I have no neck and I must scream.
Well, and then RC, like she's got really long arms.
The bad part is that's animation accurate.
Really?
Yes, her arms are like stupidly long in the actual animation cells.
That's a little weird.
Yeah,
it's not
an artistic choice. They're just following what was given. Just soft reminders that when it's another case of like it's another case of sometimes what we want, if we want one-to-one animation, we don't want that.
Yeah. But yeah, these look good. I mean, I think they're like, what, $10, $15 a piece?
Give me my Jazz. Give me that.
Yeah, Jazz looks really good.
Exactly what I was about to say. I don't know about you, but I'm biased towards Jazz. I need that guy.
I mean, he's a lot of people's favorite Autobot.
Including present company.
Yep. I mean, I think, all 3 of us just, like, love him. Yeah. And he's second in command of the Autobots in most continuities, so...
That man has earned that position.
Yep. If it's not him, then it's Jetfire if you're talking about Armada.
I know we're about to go up onto this topic very soon, but I'm going to kind of just lightly touch on it with Jazz. Man, I wish they didn't kill off Jazz in Universe.
Same. Speaking of kind of adjacent to Bavers, Bumblebee movie Soundwave from AMK Pro. So this does include lights and I believe die-cast metal.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is like the $60 to $100 range, I think, for Yellow Park.
See, now this is where the Bumblebee's designs are really going to start shining.
Yep.
Because, like, they make decent toys, but like the Yellow Park and the third party, not third party, 3M. Was it 3M0 line?
3-0 MDLX.
Yeah. That's where these 2 lines are going to shine, because since they didn't really have the show, since they did not transform in the movie, they don't have to transform in these forms, so we get to see them 100% of what of screen representation, since they don't have to transform.
Yeah,
and or / give us a vehicle mode because they have to transform. No, like this is basically perfect.
Look how clean that backpack is and everything. Oh, it comes with the display stand.
Yeah. I was like, please tell me he comes with that stand to do that, recreate that pose there on the right.
Man, Rabbit looks awesome.
Yeah.
Like all the detailing, like the dry brushing that they've done.
Oh, that zoom up did him justice, man.
Yeah, the brushing around his claws.
Mm-hmm. I just hate how they make him act like a dog, like constantly chomping at Prime. Like, he's not a dog. He's a Jaguar. His Japanese name is Jaguar.
I mean,
the worst offender of that was Earthrise when you had him panting in Megatron's face like a dog.
Well, I mean, cats do pant.
Yeah, but not like a dog. Like like he was straight up acting like a dog. I don't know. Just found it weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, this sound looks good.
Yeah, definitely sort of my boy, my man, my set right here.
So yeah, this is the Legend scale. Well, close to Legend scale. It's a little bit bigger, but what we were talking about earlier for third party.
Yeah.
So this is a character named Lightspeed. He's from a combining group called the Technobots. So they're all like futuristic cars and sci-fi vehicles.
Yeah. The one that originally came out was a Nosecon. He's a drill tank. But this guy, he's a futuristic race car, and this is one of the this is an early sample. I can already tell it is because there's no paint on
an EP1, like an engineering pilot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a concept to make sure everything that they're designing in the computer works physically. You know. Oh, he already looks so good.
Yeah.
Get me.
I might have to track this down because I would love a new Computron.
That's why I think I'm going after the Craftsman toys. Because it's oh, did
we lose?
I think we did.
Oh, there he is.
That was really weird.
Yeah.
There you go.
We good?
You good?
Yeah, all good here.
Okay. Did you catch what we were saying though about it?
Yeah, I have it up on my on another device, anyways.
Okay. Yeah, you actually sound better.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, he's already looking good. I've been wanting a new Computron for a while, and I'm not paying. It's cheaper to buy this third party one than it is to track down the Hasbro version.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll have to keep an eye on it. Like, if you can't, where'd you get your Nosecon at? Was it Show Z or
TS Safari?
Okay.
Thankfully, right now, I don't think as of right now, I don't believe the tariffs really impact the price too much. Because it was they got included. Where these toys are coming from got included in some of the deals that were the tariffs were reduced. So I paid $35 for mine. I think they only got bumped up to like $38.
That's not bad.
Yeah, the tariffs only bumped it up by 10%. So it's like, no. It was like a 10% of 30 of like 35 was $3.50. It's like, I'm fine with that.
How close to deluxe size are these limbs?
Hold on, let me go grab my Nosecon really quick.
I also think we're getting close to doing official news now, so we're almost getting all the third party stuff.
We're getting there.
And we're making our way through.
Snap! He's in leg mode.
Like, would they be at home in a Generations shelf? Is what I'm thinking. Okay.
Yes.
If they're roughly like a little bit smaller than modern deluxes, I think I'd be fine with that because I don't consider Computron to be the biggest combiner.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to. Come on, buddy. Transform for me. Yeah, they're going to be on the slightly smaller side. I'm still transform. Give me a minute.
All right. So I guess while you're doing that, we'll get into what we were talking about earlier. David K was announced as the next guest for TFCon Chicago. So really looking forward to meeting him again. This will be my third time meeting him at a convention.
You know, getting into this franchise and series and stuff, I've never wanted to go to a convention as much as I want to go to TFCon.
TFCon's great. Like, as far as like fan conventions, it's good. Botcon, again, good. Just couldn't make it to this year's due to like scheduling and finances. But TFCon's going to be my one convention for this year as far as Transformers go.
I've only been to one Transformers convention.
Oh yeah, Robocon.
Yeah, Pete's Robocon in 2018, and was it 2018 or 2017?
I want to say it was 18 because it was the year they did the whole like Visionaries thing.
Yeah,
that you won. Was it you that won that?
Yeah.
You still have all that, don't you?
Yeah.
that wolf one. I envy you for that. I just hope the wolf is holding up because of that the issues with that mold.
It's I have to double check. I haven't checked on it in a while.
Don't transform it. Just like lift up the wolf head, or do you have to keep it in wolf mode?
Yeah, keep very kid gloves. Oh yeah, Kevin. Like so they had a grand prize of like a mega lot of like custom figures at that convention, and I won it.
Bro,
yeah,
that's
it was
actually
a
so
raffle
cool.
thing. Yeah, it was just a raffle, and you just happen to have the winning ticket.
Yeah, even the flipping the guy who was running it was like, no way, because he got done reading out the number, and I'm like, I got it, and he was like, no.
It was the first one too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the very first ticket drawn, and he was like, "There's no way," and I pulled him a ticket, and he goes, "Yeah, you won it. Here you go. Let's go get you your stuff." Because the prior tickets they had to call them out like they had to redraw them like what was it, like each time they drew something they had to redraw it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, for the other prizes.
Yeah, and it just so happens on the grand prize on the very first try,
you just win. Holy!
It's just instant win. Like, and I'm just like, what kills me is that when it comes to me winning stuff like that, right? It's always stuff that I'm like, if I win it, cool, awesome. If I don't, it's nothing off my back, right? And it's always when I get like that attitude when that stuff, I always win it. And on top of it is like they were offering attendance packages to give you additional chances to put into the lotto.
Yep.
And I feel kind of bad because like all these people paid for multiple chances to get the stuff, and some dude who came here at the last minute who only had half of a heart to get it won it on the first try.
Yep.
And
you gotta feel for them, but you know what? You won fair and square.
Yeah.
Can you say that?
Yeah. It was like a weird conglomeration of like different franchises in the little set. You had it was like a My Little Pony character for was it Commander Falcon from G.I. Joe?
Yeah, it was basically the cool thing is that they took existing Hasbro products and they repainted all of them to be callback to older Hasbro products.
Oh.
Yeah, like Gwen's like spider wagon or whatever was turned into something for Gem. Yeah. And then they took a bunch of Littlest Pet.
Oh no, I forgot how to do the head. No. Okay, I got
Painted it up in the marble colors.
Yeah. Okay. So I got him mostly transformed. I just forgot how to put the head. I forgot how to orient the head. But yeah, he's roughly Where's a modern deluxe I can compare him to?
Like the best example would be Siege Hound or Sideswipe.
Where's my? Oh, dang it! They're all buried. Hold on, give me a minute. Don't fall over. Don't knock anything else over. They're all buried. They're all like midway through the shelf.
Oh no!
All this talk about cons. Is this hinting towards a possible vlog?
What do you mean?
Regarding your channel, vlogging the next TFCon.
Yo, yeah, document it, dude.
I've tried doing them before. I never get around to doing it.
Okay, so Nosecone comes up to about like most of the way up to Sideswipe's chest.
So about halfway up, you said?
About, yeah. More or less because I did his head wrong.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, He'd be about the size of the Bumblebee Cliff Jumper mold.
I don't have that mold. What about like Studio Series 86 Bumblebee?
Hold on, let me go grab him really quick.
We're about to get into the fan stream announcements. Just
okay, hold on. Holy crap! He's actually taller than 86 Bumblebee.
Okay, that works for me.
Yeah, because 86 Bumblebee's the top of his head comes to a little bit above his the top of his chest.
Okay, yeah,
his horns stop in the middle of the face of nose cone.
Okay, so that means Scattershot will be a little bit taller than a deluxe, like just like probably I'd assume about the size of Age of the Primes Red Alert.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I might be able to get that done. Transformers has a Pulse fan stream. It was this past Tuesday. We got into some good stuff. The first thing they did was get right into Megatron. They did acknowledge that, about the leaks. And I think they wanted to get this stuff announced a lot sooner, but everything going on with the tariffs was probably what held them off from doing these streams sooner.
Oh, definitely. Because since that's an ongoing situation and stuff was constantly being shifted around, it was probably just the easier bet just to play let's just see what happens game,
Yeah, and I think I did put the links for these down below, both the pictures from the slides and the pre-order listings. So if you want to go watch the fan stream after this, you can. Evan was super excited. I forgot who he worked with on this. I think it was Yuyu-san.
Yusui-san? Yeah.
No, yeah, Yuyu-san.
Yuyu-san.
Not Hisui. But he did mention for the tank mode that it's based on a never-produced prototype. I think he referred to it as a armorized blaster or something like that.
Huh.
So it's based on a prototype tank. So my biggest issue with them, I know people are complaining, oh, the legs are blue. Probably not blue, but I just don't like the way the fusion cannon's designed. Like, it looks off. I mean, with it not being able to turn into a scope, that's probably a big portion of it. But it looks weird.
Yeah.
But there he is compared to Optimus, so he is just a hair taller, which that works.
That's actually accurate because they've always even Evan said it too. And I kind of agree with him here. Like, Megatron was always supposed to be bigger than Optimus.
Yeah, not by a lot, but just a little bit.
Just to make Optimus just make his eyes look up, essentially.
Yep. We got our packaging shots. We kind of looked at this last time. So 54 steps. It looks very small in the package. Like, I know they made these leader class boxes with Grimlock in mind to fit, which watch it probably just Cricket Arc.
Well, probably. It's because it's since it's a standard box and they have to fit multiple figures inside of it. They have to design around the biggest figure first, so that makes sense.
Yeah, for Age of the Primes, Onyx Prime and Megatronus fit in that size packaging.
It did trigger Arc.
They could at least kind of fill out the box with something,
Yeah. I mean, if the budget allowed for it, I'm certain they would have included the M.A.S.K. But
because Jesus, that thing looks barren.
Well, again, it's a standardized size box. Like, and each figure has their own budget, so.
Because when they design these toys, they have to design around the budget includes how many parts are in it,
and then per wave too.
Yeah, so the biggest example they like to give, Hasbro in general likes to use this example, where for every to use another franchise as an example, right? For every wave of Marvel figures, you'll have a big beefy dude as part of the wave, like a Hulk or something. And that gives you a great excuse to go around and have a Black Widow or a very feminine and lithe character to have only a handful of accessories because that's where the budget goes. Most of the budget went to Hulk.
Yeah, and that skinnier figure will come with a large portion of that Build-A-Figure.
Yeah. He'll come with the body.
Yeah. But, I cannot wait for Megatron. I can't believe he comes out in September, which means we'll probably be getting him in August.
Oh, that's a lot sooner than I thought.
Yeah, and here's some comparison shots with other figures. These are courtesy of Laser Wave on TFW. So he's about the same size, if not just a hair shorter than Kingdom Megatron, about a whole head shorter than Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, and a whole head taller than the original Voyager class Prime Megatron. So, pretty good size figure.
You want
Definitely
another?
so
There you
good,
go, Ark.
Studio.
There you go. Hope you got this thing on pre-order. A classic G1 style Grimlock. And Wheelie. I don't know why, but I thought of the whole Super Friends thing from Family Guy. And Meg.
And Meg.
So there you
So
go, Ark.
is this a re-release?
Yes.
Yeah.
This figure very quickly became so hard to find and got so expensive stupidly fast.
You're
Yeah,
telling me, man. I've been trying to hunt this guy down. He's upwards of $200.
For a
Well,
brand new, for a
I
brand new box,
regret
yeah.
I regret canceling my comic Grimlock because that's sold out on Pulse. I think that's the only comic edition thing that's sold out. So now I've got to pay like double what it actually costs.
Is he up to pre-order, actually?
Yes, he went up to pre-order with everything else.
Yeah, he should be like pick your website of choice and he should be up.
If he's not sold out.
Huh?
If he's not pre-sold out.
Yeah, hold on. Let me do a live check really quick, just in case, because I already have Big Bad Toy Store up.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, ready to go on the next thing, or just still want to stay on Grimlock for a second?
Oh, you can go to the next one. We're just live checking it.
Yeah.
Next thing was now we've already seen in-hand shots from a leak, but finally official confirmation of Gamer Edition Thundercracker. And I still need to get Starscream. I've got Skywarp, I've got Thundercracker on pre-order, I still don't have Starscream. But what's cool is Evan made mention that all three Seekers have slightly different facial expressions, and they each have the unique eye color based on their in-game model. So Thundercracker's got the yellow eyes, Starscream has like the pinkish red, and Skywarp has orange, I believe. I need to go look at my Skywarp again. I don't know if he has orange or purple eyes. I want to say orange.
Just check up his pre-order is still live. 60 Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah.
There you go.
I couldn't find it on Amazon because it took me back to the original, the OG 8606 leader and not the 8 Age of Primes.
I
think
can get you an Amazon link if you want to use Amazon. So, but yeah, as far as weapons go, he comes with the same mace that all the other Seekers came with. I wish Starscream had the sword from Fall of Cybertron. But as far as his blaster goes, it's a larger version of the Neutron Assault Rifle that came with a barricade, but modified to have a 5mm port.
Like, I can understand why people want them to hold it, but it looks so weird being held.
Yeah, especially here. Like, with Sideswipe, it looked good. Same with Ratchet. Well, Ratchet, I mean, I guess Ratchet can hold it in his hand. It looks a little awkward, but it looks better attached to his arm. And same with
it's like this is where I take the rolled up newspaper and bap all the people who complain about why can't they just hold the weapons? It's like these weapons were not designed to be held.
The only thing that doesn't look good, like attached to the arm socket, is Megatron's fusion cannon.
Yeah, that's like the only one because even in the game it was attached to his arm.
Yeah. All the only one where it's swapped out completely.
Yeah, well, I can't. It was attached to his arm in the more traditional sense. I got to correct myself, but
yeah, like to the side of his forearm.
Yeah. Hold on. It says Daniel says what Studio Series 86 Megatron doesn't have in terms of accessories aside from the mace. The purple blaster he found on the ground that he used a shot. He used Hot Rod as a shield and shot for Prime for 4 times. I think that's because they maxed out on accessories and probably parts in a runner.
You know, we could possibly see that accessory in the anniversary Megatron that's coming out next year.
That too.
Part of the Walmart line.
Because that accessory is just such a how can I put this nicely? It's such an optional thing.
Yeah.
Like it's we're not trying to be masterpiece level of like where you have to include this one
the key to Victor Sigma, the control helmet for the Optimus clone.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like Hound levels of like, oh, we have to give him the keys for the one scene in the one episode. We have to give him
the canopy he never had.
Yeah, the canopy he only had in a deleted scene, or that every figure does not have to have every single accessory, and not to mention, how is he going to hold it?
Yeah,
without it looking weird.
Yeah, like, so I think with the anniversary Megatron, they'll probably give him the new chest and the battered up chest and like the battered face with the blaster and maybe even the mace.
Yeah,
like replace the gun version of himself and the sword with the mace and the other blaster. So there you go. Again, some official images of Thundercracker showing how he looks.
You want to know the bad part? The bad part about the Thundercracker?
What?
It's already up on eBay.
Yeah, the in-hand stolen copies.
Lots of them. Like I was just browsing.
Unless they're pre-orders for the actual thing.
No, they're in hand. Let me double check really quick because I was perusing eBay. I was looking for some more figures, and he just popped up as a recommendation.
Huh.
Speaking of stuff,
well, and then speaking of things that people are finding in Canada already.
Darn you, Canada!
Yeah, somehow, even before the stream went up, someone got Mixmaster in hand in Canada. That's just wild, but yeah, I cannot wait to complete these Constructicons.
Oh, speaking of, that's where they're coming from.
From Canada?
Yeah, the Thundercracker, the Studio Series Thundercrackers are coming from Canada. That explains a lot.
I can't wait for Mixmaster. He's probably going to be my favorite Constructicon of this whole set. If not him, then Long Haul.
I want them all. I have to pay for my I have to pay for my 2-pack to be shipped, and then I'll be drooling over a limping Devastator for another couple of months.
So here's the thing, right? As a newcomer, I guess, I don't know if I should start collecting this Devastator version. I do really like how it looks combined, but I don't know, just having to go through collecting all of them yet again is such a drag for me.
Yeah, but at least this time these are readily available.
Yeah. So the going through so joining the fandom, we kind of have to already silently accept the fact that there might be a better version of X character or X design later down the road. Because Hasbro, believe it or not, does listen to us, and they do try their best on try to correct things. Maybe because it was the designers at the time weren't able to do it because they do cycle through design teams like every 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
So the previous Devastator that we got was the Combiner Wars back in 2016, 2015?
15, yeah. That was the John Warden designer era, and then Hasui worked on that, and I believe he worked on this.
Yeah.
The new
so when a 2-pack like that comes out, it's an upside and downside. Cool. Everything came in one package, but thanks to everything coming in one package, that one package had its own dedicated budget that it stick to, which means certain shortfalls and certain design aspects were accepted. Like certain joints weren't there, certain ways, certain characters couldn't be moved, stuff like that, because it all came in one box. Thanks to them being separate or coming separately like this, it lets them have their own budget and the toys feel more solid. Like certain joints on Scrapper here, feel a lot more. They can handle a lot more of the weight and a lot more of the poses than the old Scrapper did.
Yeah.
I see.
And of course, they all have articulation that wasn't present on the previous versions, or characters are completely overhauled to look how they should. Biggest one, in a literal and figurative sense, being Long Haul. Like, the Command Wars Long Haul was a behemoth. Like, he wasn't a Voyager. That dude was like a leader class and a half. Like, he was massive. He had no arm articulation. He had very little leg articulation. He was just a brick.
That dude was designed to be a pair of thighs and nothing else.
Yeah, wasn't nice.
like if you go back and look at his robot mode, most of his robot mode is just nothing but Devastator's crotch.
Yep.
But now, thanks to them re-releasing it and now basically accepting the fact that to have proper combiners now, we might as well have separate pieces. Long Haul can actually be his own dude now. Yep.
And then the waist and arms of Devastator are a trailer. Which and then getting into Scavenger here. Scavenger, he looks okay. Like, his arms are the biggest detriment for me. Like, they're just so hollow. Then the hands being molded in purple, then painted over green. Like, that takes away budget from the paint.
But I think that's also because the hand molds are they share the same runners as the purple parts.
Yeah. But it's going to be interesting seeing what DNA does. I think all DNA is going to do for Scavenger is probably just the feet, to like what they did with Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
Maybe some fillers for the thighs, because those thighs are gappy.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm thinking of a Fuse video of what he called Scavenger just square mouth. Sideways elbow action. Yeah, and then, of course, Scavenger with his big diaper.
Let's be honest here. Like, how many people do we know are actually going to be displaying all these people individually?
I know some people are, just for a little bit, and then most of the time it's going to be a Devastator. But yeah, I get what you're getting at. I know some people are getting like 3 versions of this set, that way they can have all 3 modes displayed. And I applaud people doing that.
Is crazy.
Hey, I mean, if you got the money, like, the only way I could see myself getting 3 of this would be if they do a toy color and a G2 color. Like, if they do those separately, I'll have them displayed different ways. Like, G2, I'll have them in vehicle mode, because they'll look like actual construction vehicles.
If they make a G2 like box set, I'm in danger.
Yeah. Okay, Ralph.
I'm in danger.
But yeah, there's the combined mode Devastator, and yeah, I combined Long Haul and Hook and Scrapper and Bone Crusher. I cannot wait for this set to be complete.
Yeah, that looks sick.
And to add a little bit more context, since you're just coming in, Kevin, this sucker is not only gonna have a lot more articulation than the previous version did, but he's also gonna hold together a lot better. And he's going to have more. He's going to hold together a lot better, feel more solid, be a little bit more heavier from what we heard, and he's going to actually like hold his poses. So like the Scrapper joint, you heard me. Oh snap! I drew his gun. Like, you hear this, right? That's going to be his ankle joint, and how tough this sucker is going to be to like, once you put him in a pose of him tilting with his ankle, he's not moving.
Well, here, I'm about to demonstrate the hip joint.
God bless it.
Let me get these pieces off. Oh, there we go. That is the forward and back ratchet for the thighs, or for the hips. The only problem is it's like a detented ratchet outward. It's not a full ratchet. But yeah,
so he's gonna be one sturdy dude.
Yes.
That's the knee.
Yeah, like to give you an idea how solid this dude is. All right, to give you a most basic example, the way the arms combine is that on the underside of both modes that you see there, there's a little sliding little part where the
between the treads.
Yeah, between the treads, there's a part that they just slide on top of something. Boom, right? You'd think that'd be enough, but no. After they slide on top of the little peg that sticks out, then they lock themselves in with multiple different ways. So not only are these suckers sliding into something to make sure it's not being, because like it's easy to plug something in and have it just come off, but no, they're sliding on top of something, guaranteed to, and that means that you can't just pull it out. But then also locking the sliding in, which means you can have this dude not only pose, but he can be holding stuff up and the arms are not moving. And on top, yes. And on top of the sliding on top of the things and the treads kind of locking on each other's, the wings that you see on his chest are locking into the treads themselves. So those arms are not going anywhere at all.
That's sick.
Yeah. This is the most I love Devastator. He's one of my favorite combiners behind Bruticus.
I think that is the most kind of like just giggly that all of us Transformer fans have been. I think all of us commit. Anybody who's seen the '86 movie and has been collecting toys for a hot minute has been wanting to recreate this scene for so long.
Yeah, the only other way you could do this, I think, is with the New Age Devastator and the Dinobots. Because I remember doing that last year when I was setting up the display for the Ark. Because New Age also did like a brick-built version of the back end of the Ark in Mount St. Hilary. Like where you could rotate one of the thrusters and the doors open.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait for Devastator. And I can't wait for this. Transformers 1 Starscream. And they kind of hinted at we are going to get more Seekers out of this with slight retools between each one as they were in the movie.
Yeah. Like, I think I said it before, and I'll say it again. Like the thanks to them, only just like if you go look at the official character cards, the only thing that really changes is their individual null rays and the face.
Yeah, and then like slight details in jet mode, like slightly different wings. I think.
Oh yeah, it was the wingtips that sometimes change. So
and Evan did acknowledge like the weirdness of the weapon because the jet modes were heavily designed after the Bumblebee Tetrajets, the Bumblebee movie Tetrajets. So that's why it's got that weird underhanging gun in the front.
Oh, that's fine.
I just want to say that they made note of that.
Okay. They also made note of they did a Q&A at the very end.
Oh, we'll get into that.
Okay.
I know a lot of people are complaining about the shade of gray on Starscream. Again, it's one of those things we don't really know until we actually see it in hand. But I don't mind the slight beigeness of it as long as it's not as bad as Optimus.
Yeah.
Like, if it's slightly beige, okay, that's fine.
I can go with it.
Like, if it looks like this, yeah, perfect. Or even like this. Like, this looks so good. It just sucks that he has no ankle tilt, no wrist swivel, no waist swivel. But just with the way he transforms, I can understand why. Everything packs up so nice, and
yep,
there you go. There's one you're waiting for, Kev.
Yeah, I'm really hoping they really dive into that Transformers one. Like, give us all of them. All of them. I want to see them all.
Well, we're gonna look at a couple here in a minute that they did through the stream for next year. But here's one I know you're excited for.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I called it what they're going to call her. Legally, they can't call her Widowmaker because of Overwatch, so she is now KSI Widow Concept Art Edition. And Evan and Nate both did say that she is more. I mean, a lot of her has been changed for this figure, but the changes they've made were loosely based on a different concept art that's not widely available. But they also did, change her to where she fits the McLaren that was seen on set, and I believe the vehicle mode was in the movie. They just didn't show a robot mode for it in the movie. So she is technically a drone, just like all the other KSI drones. Even
I'm
though she was
extremely happy they got those rights to the vehicle mode, the McLaren.
Yeah, and I can't even remember the exact model, but Nate got it down like fast whenever they were talking about her, like verbatim, the model and everything. So yeah, I've actually got her on pre-order. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but we'll see.
It's a must. I just collect Bayverse, so there you go. I need to have it.
Fairly clean, and then of course the RID or Prime RID Viacon, similar transformation. So I mean that might be a selling point for me. So I would love to see this as Knockout.
I'm gonna play the old man part right now. Not the old man of like you youngins. I'm gonna play the old man, like the old man who works at the gas station, who's gonna try to warn all of y'all. All right. Concept art edition is a deep rabbit hole, especially if you looked at a lot of the concept art for the OG trilogy. I'm just talking about like 07.
Yeah, I know.
Like I don't know if Kevin's really looked into it, but like the concept art alone of people that were designed and never made it to screen is such that you can write books about them.
Yep, I have looked into it.
Yeah.
Decepticon being one that fans have been wanting as a commander forever. Like he's this big missile truck, and he's got this like weird like mantis robot mode, kind of like that mantis creature from Attack of the Clones.
Oh, okay.
He's from even though he was he was in the movie. He was in
his vehicle mode wasn't in the movie.
Oh, his vehicle mode wasn't. Yeah, but but thankfully we know what he is. But
I would love to see video game characters like Breakaway get a figure. Like I would love a new Breakaway.
Look, as far as figures, Hasbro, if you're listening right now, I just need the Mountain Dew Transformer from the first film.
I don't think that's going to happen legal wise.
Just give us it, please. Just do it. Make it happen. Listen to us, fans.
The closest I think you're going to get is the was it Movie the Best or the Takara line that it was called like Mood Whiplash Dispensor.
Yeah.
Repaint of Payload. He was an armored truck. But if you, oh god.
The Xbox 360.
Give us the Xbox
steering wheel. The Escalade steering wheel face hugger.
Don't talk to me and my girlfriend ever again.
Yeah. So there is with she is with Stinger and Megatron or Galvatron. Jeez, I'm stumbling. Yeah, she looks good.
I know it's not part of our news stuff today, but I know recently a bunch more concept art from Age of Extinction has been discovered.
Really?
Yeah. And part of it was like showing it a part of Megatron's head and how it's supposed to be deconstructed and all that.
I have to link me that. We could probably look at it next time.
Yeah, it still amazes me that even to this day, like 11 years later, oh god, Age of the Extinction is 11. It's 11 years old now. 2014. Yeah. Oh god. But it's like it's still amazing that 11 years later we're still finding out stuff about that movie.
Yeah.
Give us a new Stinger. That's all I'm gonna say. Give us a new Stinger, please. For the love of God, Hasbro. Go visit Lockdown and Stinger.
Start reissuing a bunch of figures because like some Studio Series figures are stupid expensive for no reason.
Yeah.
Leadfoot.
Yeah.
I just sold my Leadfoot.
I literally just got my Leadfoot, and I got extremely lucky.
Next thing they showed was the Bumblebee Megatron timelines set for Hearts of Steel. They will have limited quantities available at Comic-Con, and then they'll go either up for pre-order or see now, buy now on Pulse at a later date. But yeah, you'll get your first chance to get these at Comic-Con.
Daniel's over here getting our attention.
Yep.
I'm sure the one concept art studio series movie character is Transit from Rise of the Beast, based on the scene that was planned for the movie where he fights Optimus Prime.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be in the works at some point very soon.
Yeah,
Probably later class.
because like that wasn't just a concept art. That was a scene cut super late into the production.
Yeah.
Like that was even
They
in
had full renders. They had a full scene animated and voiced.
Yeah, like that was a scene cut at the almost like the pinnacle of the last minute. So, and not to mention, like, what was it? We saw official promo shots of him before even the movie came out.
Yeah, and wasn't he voiced by John DiMaggio?
Yeah, like he had a couple of voice lines and grunts, and like he was that much of a like he is the definition of a character cut at the last minute. And
yeah,
he needs more love.
Justice for Transit. Our Rakshi Decepticon.
We need more bus transformers.
We need any
More
bus
bus.
transformers. I think he's the only one, isn't he?
Yep. I think Chris McFeely actually did a basics on him, and there's only been one other bus transformer ever.
Who?
Transit.
Oh, I thought it meant one other.
No, like toy wise, there's only been one. There's only been one other bus transformer outside of a metric ton of like official partnerships with not with Hasbro, but like like Sportstran had one, but it wasn't Transit. It was just some like it instead of it being an official Transformers transformer, it was just like one of those ones that you just find like at the actual like Sportstran shop type stuff, Yeah,
like at zoos, you'll have the knockoff looking animal transformers, like the dolphin or the tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're all the same engineering; they just turn into different animals.
Yeah, they just changed the paint job.
Yeah, but
why does this rhino look like a cat?
what are you thinking of these, Kev? Like the steampunk World or Civil War era?
Honestly, I'm digging it. Seeing this steampunk one, I don't know why. I started thinking I need that train from Back to the Future 3 now.
Yeah, we definitely need the Jules Verne train as a crossover with Transformers again.
Dude, yes.
Like, that'd be so awesome. Like, have the tender separate and become like a, I don't know, like a little lab or something.
Make him like
or have it open up and be like a little model train set. Sorry for the crudity of the model. I didn't have time to make everything to scale.
I was like, dude, you basically made a model of the town. Just like you were like he hyper focused so bad on that.
Yeah. Well, even in 3.
Yeah. It was like, oh, it's not to scale. I was like, bro, like you're like a step away from making like painting detail, like Warhammer level of painting details on these things. This is fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's the available see now, buy now at Comic-Con. Hoping I can get in contact with someone that pick one of these up for me. That way I don't have to wait for it. But they did try to get ahead of some of the leaks and stuff because they know people are getting their hands on stuff early. So to beat it by almost a year, they showed off the grayscale. Now I believe this was 3D printed and then painted with primer prototype of Arachnid. And for being a deluxe, she's pretty good scale with the others. Like she was not a very big character; she just looked big because she stood on her spider legs a lot.
Yeah. It's like this was the like. I think we all knew going into this stream, like, okay, most of everything got announced the day prior. So my thought was they like the last couple streams they've been doing this where they'll basically announce the majority of stuff that's either been leaked or and officially announced the day prior, and they'll say like the big announcement, the big surprise announcements like this for the actual stream. And I'm glad they surprised us with this because this looks so good.
Well, this kind of leads into what we're going to be discussing next week with what they could be doing for Comic-Con for Age of the Primes. So, but we'll save that for then. But yeah, they went on about how like for her legs they had to change a couple things because in the movie she didn't have heels. Like Evan pointed out, they're kind of like people who have prosthetic legs for like Olympic sports, where it's just like a spring, like her spring.
Yeah. It's because what is it? I can't remember what the actual official term is. It's because the reason why they work is because we're living creatures that can constantly shift our weight around.
Mm-hmm.
So we can. So if it, think of it like what peg leg syndrome. That's what it is. Peg leg syndrome, where our leg can literally be just a pinpoint on the ground, but thanks to us constantly shifting our weight around, we can make that pinpoint work as living creatures because we're constantly self-balancing. Toys can't do that. So that's why they gave the pirate transformer an actual foot. And so when he's actually standing, he can actually balance instead of it trying to balance on that one little pinpoint, literally.
Yeah. Or in the case of
her legs kind of remind me of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Those like weird boot-looking things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Prime Starscream stilettos.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so and then her spider legs, like they're fully articulate, they're ball jointed at the back, and then let's see, going off here, we've got 1, 2, 3, at least 4 hinges.
Jeez.
So she's going to be, for deluxe, she's very highly articulated, but a lot of it's here in the spider legs.
Hey, she was like in the movie herself. She was kind of armored up a little bit.
Yeah,
and she did fight with those spider legs more than her actual fist. So accurate.
I just hope that you're able to do make the whole propeller on her back like she did for one of the scenes.
Ooh.
Yeah, showing off.
Remotely transform, dude. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Evan did show up that the blades inside are able to spin, and the fact that they got it to split apart, just engineering. I cannot wait to get this figure in hand and check it out.
It's stuff like this because like it's not based off of anything. And
it's not the typical. Let's just put a helicopter blade on a box and call it Cybertronian.
Yeah, it's designs like this. And how do we make this literal, by the definition word of the word, alien vehicle? Because it's both foreign and it's from a different planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do we make this alien vehicle transform into a robot and make it look accurate, right? And then on top of that, but we still want articulation in the vehicle mode. That's where I think even Evan got to say. I think Evan said it is like this is the type of figure that make engineers get kind of like giddy, because they have nothing restricting them outside their imagination.
Yeah, and that's what I liked about the Bumblebee movie figures is they got to experiment and create new vehicle modes on things that never transformed in the movie. Yeah,
some of them work. Some of them were like, you literally just made this on the fly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sound wave disc. Like, come on.
That's not a disc. That's the Green Goblin's glider.
Exactly. It's like, come on. Like, you were kind of trying. Like, you can definitely see like the effort in like Brawn and RC. But then when you get to like Shockwave, Soundwave, it's like, bruh, come on.
Yeah. Or Wheeljack looked really good. I need to get that Wheeljack at some point.
Oh yeah, that Wheeljack was really good.
The next thing I showed off, and I cannot wait. I hope he comes with the cape. Voyager class Alpha Trion.
I hope he comes with the cape.
And he is going to be how he appeared in the movie, so he's going to have like the moss and the battle damage, the broken horn. Would be really cool if they did a exclusive version where he's like at his prime, like before the betrayal.
Ooh. They could, and think about it this way, right? If I'm looking at it correctly, that means all they have to redo is remold the head, remold part of the back that has the damage on it, and the shoulders, and that's it. Everything else is still the same.
And I'm glad they did the gray model and the first engineering pilot. So I mean, we could see this fully revealed probably by the end of the year.
Yeah,
like in color, everything. So I assume
Hopefully,
it's
I'm
probably
looking
going to be
forward.
around New York Comic Con.
Mhm.
Got some more shots showing off everything on the back. I like how the tail becomes like an Energon whip.
Yeah.
The unicorn line mode just looks awesome. And yeah, here's what you're talking about, the fan poll they did. So asking if you want to see G1 Season 1 and 2 characters in 86. Overwhelmingly, 86 to 14 agree yes.
I mean, that's something I didn't even need to ask, but it's
Because, like, as much as I know Bay fans don't want to admit it, they are running out of Bay stuff other than concept art. And a few characters that they haven't touched yet.
I mean,
That's why they got a remold.
So, like, to throw my 2 cents out there. Like, as soon as I saw this poll, I just wanted to scream. Because the whole thing, the studio series got started so we can have more accurate versions of the movie characters.
Mm-hmm.
Or characters represented on throughout like the TV, like not the TV shows, but like the movies and video games. That's what it originally got started as. Well, first start off as the movies, and the video games were included. To include more G1 characters into the 86 line. For me, like I said, I just want to scream because we just got out of another G1 era in Generations, just for it to migrate to a different line.
Well, and I mean, like, if you think about it, Sunbow Studios, it's technically a studio.
Well, like I'm saying, I'm getting sick and tired of the same designs over and over again. I'm sick and tired of the same. Of just like, here's Optimus Prime
for the 6th time
this year. I'm sick and tired of it. And then people are like, but we want more Megatron. We want more Optimus. How many more Optimuses and Megatron per year is going to shut you guys the hell up?
I mean, I want more Optimus Megatron, but I want variation. I want
that's what
I want RID 2001 Megatron or Gigatron, whatever you want to call him. I want animated Megatron.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, here's your 6th G1 Mega Optimus for the year. Here's your 7th G1 Starscream for the year. I'm sick and okay, I'm going to start cussing. I'm tired of this shit, all right?
Well, I think now with the 86 Prime and Megatron, I don't think we're going to get a straight up, like, unless it's like toy design, I don't think we're going to have another definitive Optimus and Megatron for at least another 5 to 10 years.
I think what part of my anger comes from is that like, I was there when they started showing concept art for the 07 movie, all right? Some of the concept art, yes, did show a G1 boxy Optimus, but they realized they can't make that fit in a realistic atmosphere. And that pissed off the G1 fans, and they've been carrying that hate ever since then, and they've been bitching and whining and moaning ever since 2006 that they're not getting their G1 Optimus Prime on the big screen. And that's why they basically fucking came and had an orgasm when the Bumblebee movie fucking came out. And oh god, a boxy Optimus.
Okay, dial it back a little bit.
He's not wrong. That's what happened in the theater. For multiple people, it was a shit show in there.
Yeah, the bad part is I'm only exaggerating a little bit about this. That's the sad part about all this. It's just a case of, like, I can understand G1 sells, but at the same time, when you just start, like, it starts getting there. There's a reason why, as of right now, we have so many people saying our franchise is dying, because we're fixing to fall into the Power Ranger cycle of just catering to one fucking season, and that's all we do, and it's eventually going to drive us down into a fucking hole that we can never recover from.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I see the road that we're heading down towards, and it's a very dark and bleak one if we don't innovize.
I think as a community, honestly, everyone has to be more open-minded to different, like you said, versions of the show or even the movies. Because, yeah, now me being I'm not gonna lie, I'm more biased towards live action films, and seeing how people vouch for G1 specifically. I don't know. I think like as a community, we have to understand that if just as you said, if we keep going down that G1 spiral, there's no other way that this franchise can really head towards.
I mean, I fully get that. Like, I understand, but I mean, this in general, though. I mean, there's not a lot left to do for live action stuff.
Then like that's why they started doing the concept art series, and I can understand that because like there was a couple of concept art characters just from Revenge of the Fallen alone that would have been great.
Oh yeah, like Stratosphere from Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah, or no, Rise of the Beast, wasn't it?
Well, he was in Revenge of the Fallen, the toy line, and he was in the game too.
Yeah. I was like, I was like, okay. Yeah. I was like, I just watched the Toku guy make a review about that too. But what is I was going to say is that we just don't want to happen what's going on in Power Rangers, because what Power Rangers is doing right now is that they had a chance to re-release and do a bunch of things. And the first thing they did is they licensed out their property to another toy company. And the first thing they did is go straight to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And even the hardcore MMPR fans are even starting to scream they're sick of it.
Well, so, I think that the whole thing with that is because it's a new company. They want to start off with what's safe, and that's like the safest thing they can do. It's the easiest. It's the most iconic. They just want to get that out of the way so they can focus on the next things. But as far as like 86 characters in like from 1 and 2, I don't think there's a whole lot they can even do that was in the 86 movie. Like the only ones I can think of really are Wheeljack, Windcharger, Grapple, Inferno, and then some of the ones from deleted scenes like Trax. Like if we get a new Trax, I'm all for it. Get that Kingdom shit out of here.
Well, not just the deleted scenes, but like
the trailer version of Ultra Magnus where he's Delta Magnus colored.
I didn't even I gotta go back and look at the trailer. That
was like the very first trailer that came out.
Well, not just I'm not sure. I was like, I know Kevin's probably new, so he doesn't know about this. So that script for the 86 movie went through like 5-8 revisions.
I'm not sure.
It went through a lot. And I've said, and it's been said multiple times before by myself and several others that it's a miracle that it's the version of the movie that got made, and just the movie in general getting made was a miracle because it went through that much of production troubles. So I can see at one point if they did have like a Sea Spray cameo. Of him being in like 2 frames of one shot in like the battle scene, you know.
Well, the big thing with that original movie is it was being made like during season 2 production. Like, so a lot of those season 2 characters weren't even in the movie. That's why we only have Devastator as the only combiner.
I think that's also because like he was also like a big selling, like even when they started making the movie, like Devastator was like, wasn't he introduced like at the very end of season 1? Heavy Metal War. Yeah. So that's the reason why he's included. And that's why
I totally get what you mean. Like, yes, I am getting tired of G1, but I also am excited for it because I can replace a lot of characters that are outdated on my shelf.
Yeah.
But okay, so we'll move on from this.
Again, sorry for the rant. It's like sorry for the rant, everybody. Is this that's just becoming a anyway.
This I'm excited for. Possibility of a Transformers G.I. Joe cartoon based on the Skybound universe. I hope this is true. I hope it turns out good. I really need to get into these comics. So here's the full thing. It's on TFW, as you can see. So if you want to read up further on it. Right now it's just rumor. We'll probably find out more at Comic-Con.
So my first question would be, if this is being legit, like would it be like kind of like what they're doing with like anime, just like anime and certain animated TV shows in general, where they'll only produce like 12 episodes and let it rest for a minute for like a year to let the comic book keep on going, because a visual medium like a TV show is going to run through chapters a lot faster than a comic book will.
I mean, probably. And from what I heard, it's probably going to be done by the same team that did Invincible, which if that's true, then hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading here. Kirkman leading this and Skybound. That's incredibly exciting.
Yeah, let's hope it turns out good. Next thing we got. So we'll run through these quick because I know you got to get going soon, Kev.
Yes,
This
sir.
will probably be announced at Comic-Con. Commander Class, PulseCon exclusive, Armada Nemesis Prime, and the Vorpal Saber. So this is product code JT Prime. He is a known leaker. He said he was retiring last year, but I don't think he is anytime soon.
Like he keeps on doing like, I'm going to do one more. I was like, dude, at this point, you're not going to do it. You're not going to retire.
But yeah, it's more information here, and then someone said it was Final Battle Colors. Like, no, typo. It is Nemesis Prime. It'll be ready to ship in September, so we'll be going up for pre-order probably at Comic-Con. So I got to get this, and it's going to be $100. It's going to have 3 minicons and possibly the trailer. So it's going to be full Nemesis Prime with the Star Saber minicons.
I think we're all kind of doing the heavy breathing cat meme of just as soon as we saw the saber, like minicons.
Yeah. So, based on these images here, which would you prefer it to be most like? The Takara Nemesis Prime, where it's basically just Scourge, Toy or Hasbro Nemesis Prime, where it's got the beige, or cartoon, or a blend of the two.
Ooh.
I like the kind of tealish green color that the cartoon has, but add some of the beige.
I kind of like the cartoon one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cartoon one looks the best.
Like, do the cartoon thing, but add the beige parts that this has. Keep everything else cartoon, just add, like, the beige for the grill, the beige for the cannons, beige for the thighs. Like, I think that would go hard. And then, yeah, there's probably what the Vorpal Saber is going to be. It's probably going to be more like the... it's not here, damn. Like how it showed in the cartoon where it's, like, black and red.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if it's like this, maybe it has some effect parts or something to it, because this is the Minicon Assault team and the Air Defense team. So you got the Star Saber and the Dark Star Saber.
But I mean, like, I'm just looking at it like we're getting more Minicons.
Yeah, and we're probably going to get more with the Red Alert pack, which the Red Alert pack is going to be about leader class price, so it's probably going to include his Minicon. And maybe
go back to that last picture you had.
This one?
Yeah, with the swords.
What about it?
All right, that image on the right, that minicon at the very bottom. What's his name?
Sonar. Well, I think is it Sonar for both of them, Kit or Alan?
Quick moment.
I know for the regular Star Saber, it's Sonar. I want to say it's probably the same because they're all the same characters.
Because I have that minicon.
Really? It turns into
a very old figure.
Dark Star Saber, right?
Yeah. Or Minicon Air Assault team.
I think it's a Minicon Air Assault team. Because typing in the Dark Star Saber,
you get the Prime one.
Yeah, the Prime one. I just typed in Star Saber and it takes me to the... Because I know Star Saber was...
I mean, we could...
There we go. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. Amalgamation. Exclusive 2002. Minicon Air Assault Mini Team. Just the Dark Saber.
Oh, Dark Saber. Okay.
Yeah, and it was filmed by the Air Assault Minicon team. And they had, what are the name? The Takara Air Assault team was Jack, Mad, and Shade.
Huh, I thought they did a Hasbro release.
It's almost identical to the Hasbro versions of the team of the same name, being a reduct of the air defense team. However, this set uses clear plastic with just a hint of purple to it in place of the Hasbro version's opaque off-white.
Okay, so yeah, I guess they're all the same names as the regular release. So yeah, it is Sonar.
Yeah, because the weird part is about in general, like our Transformers Armada was such a weird cartoon release wise, because it did like a weird thing where the show aired in Japan a little bit first, then it came over to the States, but like the toys were releasing around the exact same time in both areas.
Yeah.
So like we would get something first, and then Japan would get it, and then vice versa. Nothing came out it wasn't like all of Armada came out in Japan first, and then it came over to the States. It was kind of like a weird tit for tat.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid weird. And I think that wouldn't really settle down until like Cybertron, because Energon did that too. Because if I remember correctly, the Energon Tidal Wave was the same way, where it came out here in the States first, and then it got released in Japan.
You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Okay, you guys cut out there for a second.
Oh.
But, so yeah, moving on, he did say Retro Brawn and Sea Spray will be revealed at Comic-Con. So, there's one prediction.
Retro?
Yeah, so like the card back ones, like Bumblebee and Gears. So Braun will be in his toy colors, probably with the mouth plate, and then Sea Spray is probably going to be a remold of somebody. Someone was speculating Warpath.
I was just going to say, we don't have a current Sea Spray. The last one was Titan Returns.
Yeah, it'll be all new. So yeah,
that's a very that's a very surprising way to announce a new Sea Spray mold.
Yeah. Quick refresher. This is probably going to be the first wave stuff, and I mean this could be kind of like speculation for next week, but yeah, these are listings found for year 2 of Age of the Primes. So we got Quintus Prime, the Prime of Life, Quick Strike from Beast Wars as the Deluxe, Animated Ratchet, and Sure Shot finally, unless he gets moved around again. Then we also got probably the Wave 2, we got Smokescreen, Blast Off. And all these images are just placeholder images. Because I know people were freaking out on Facebook. Oh, why is he a jet?
It's also for people like me where a lot of these names were used by so many different other versions of themselves. It helps people like me get an idea of which version that we're getting. Because I think I said it earlier. I'm a visual learner, so like knowing that we're going to get a G1 version of Swerve is like I don't have a G1 version of I don't have a G1 representation on my classic shelf of Swerve. I think
just an IDW.
Huh? Oh, it's IDW.
Just IDW.
Oh, never mind. But like us can Bruticus. Give me my Bruticus.
Yeah. Then of course the deluxe scale Power Glide. I cannot wait for that because that Commander Wars 1 is showing its age.
Yeah, it's. I think that's what everybody's kind of is like ever since Superior got announced. I think like everybody's is like, yeah, Commander Wars is really starting to age like. I can't say like milk. It's starting to age like blue cheese, where at first like the mold's like the mold is actually the cheese that is the actual taste, but then the bad mold starts
more bad mold.
Yeah, the bad mold starts setting in, and we're finally at that stage. It's like Yo, animated getting so much love. I love it. You know?
Yeah. These are first 2 wave Voyager classes. Next Prime, we have no idea what that's going to be.
So let me put my tinfoil hat on, all right? I want that Nexus Prime to kind of be like the Minicon team from Thrilling 30.
Oh, like three core class or 3 deluxes combining into 1 Voyager.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that. One thing I've been seeing, and then even I suggested this, like have him turn it into a torso for the current combining style. That way he could, because he's the first combiner. But
yeah,
we'll have to see. Brawl, Voyager, same thing with Swindle. So there's going to be a lot less frame in the legs for Bruticus, which I'm happy for. Armada, he's probably just going to be a deluxe, but including the 2 Headmaster minicons, that's what's going to bump it up to Voyager.
Yep, that's where I think it goes from, instead of it being bulky, it's accessory count.
Yep. And then speaking of bulky characters, Retgar. I need to get that signed by Weird Al.
Like, I love animated Retgar. I really do. His OG toy, not that good. It was a box. He folded into a box, and he had to stand on. He had no heels. He had to stand on those forklift things.
Yeah. Leader class, Razor Claw, just a repaint, maybe a slight retool of Tiger Hawk. Hopefully, it's got that toy style helmet.
Wasn't Big Convoy? It wasn't Big Convoy the one you were telling me that's supposed to be the counterpart to Magnetron?
Correct.
Yeah, so I can have my Megatron actually have a rival.
Yep.
I did see that Big Convoy listing as well. I'm pretty excited for that one.
I think a lot of people are, because he's an awesome character. He was actually one of the, if not the first, to have a Matrix of Leadership. So that's great. Well, I mean, toys.
Oh, toys. No, he was the first. Because I remember when that first came. When God bless it, when he first got shown off online back in like '97, it was a big deal. Okay, hold on. Daniel's poking us. I actually want a character that was in the movie during the shuttle attack scene that is Prowl, that is a new mold like the one from the Dead. Actually, no, that's a fair point. We do need a brand new Prowl outside from the Earthrise mold. But at the same time, I want the Earthrise mold to be reused so that people can actually have a more affordable way to get that mold.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I want a Studio Series. Okay, we already read that part. Have you seen my recent news about proteins? Proteins. Protein.
Protein.
I could actually reference it for those who watch it. To the Fanful Studio Series 86 characters from G1 Season 2 that didn't appear in the movie.
Yeah, we did already.
Yeah, I went on a massive rant about that.
We gotta get moving along here.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, we're just
G2, Swoop, and Sludge. I mean, they kind of confirmed that during the last Age of the Prime stream. It's going to be
they flat out said it. Oh, they showed him. They showed him.
Not Swoop and Sludge. No.
Oh no,
they showed Snarl and Slug.
Yeah, but yeah, they basically said that the other two were coming. So
yeah, so it's going to be the green and blue Swoop and orange Sludge.
Yeah.
Commander class Onslaught. Cannot wait. We'll get into that next week. But yeah. Right now, so Josh Kulik to direct a live action film, and there's 5 other projects in development.
So, like to say it really quickly is like it's to say this really quickly is that as me and Dalton are trying to plan out the podcast, like we plan this thing at least 2 days in advance, right? And it's always the night before we start doing this, something like this drops in our lap. So,
or like our next thing, which this is just a joke. I'm just poking fun.
That's a trash.
Michael Bay is returning to direct Transformers. I am outnumbered here because after the last night, I don't want Michael Bay touching the director's chair for Transformers again.
Well,
I mean, he's been producer. I mean, because it's all through him or his
company.
Crew. Yeah. That we've been making these movies, but he has not touched the director's chair since the last night.
So, he's produced Bumblebee, Rise of the Beast, and Transformers 1, and which I didn't like. That caught me off guard. So the last night I'll defend in the sense of that was a lot of Hasbro / Paramount meddling with it, because they wanted, since Age of Extinction, since AOE made a lot of money, they wanted another one, but no one can agree on a script. And Michael Bay literally just told him, just give me something. and that's because he didn't know how to take it because he's still pseudo unfamiliar with the franchise as a whole, and both Hasbro and Paramount went, blah, blah. Here's like 4 or 5 scripts from episodes that we wanted to use. There you go. They just smoothed them together and to form something of a movie.
It was definitely a movie of all time.
Yeah, it's like, but at the same time, you can still watch The Last Night and still get some enjoyment out of it. Like I've watched. Huh?
Mostly Cogman.
Yeah. Cogman, some of the fight scenes are still pretty good. Some of the visuals are still striking.
Nitro Zeus.
No, oh god, Nitro Zeus was such a show stealer in that movie. But like I've watched like bad movies before. It's like, is Last Night the worst out of all of them? Yes.
I think the takeaway from that movie is truly just Mohawk getting blasted by B. That is the scene from that movie.
Who getting blasted by B?
Mohawk.
Yeah, again.
Gremlin. Decepticon.
Yeah.
Your mouth goes later.
So I was watching TikTok today. As I'm eating breakfast, I was going through TikTok and I saw a bunch of people reacting to this and they're happy about it. What I took away from that is that Paramount saw the numbers of Transformers 1, and they pulled from that they didn't do good because Michael Bay wasn't attached to it,
or it wasn't live action, or
yeah, it was because it was animated. Because it's the 2-for-1 punch of the director from Transformers 1 instantly being tied to live action, and then bringing Michael Bay back. It's easily because it didn't do good because it was a kids movie. They want
especially because of the director being the one who did Toy Story.
Yeah, so it's an overreaction, but at the exact same time, the reaction I saw on TikTok is that people were excited. So it's kind of a weird. They're getting the reaction that they were hoping for, and to put it like this, if the reaction carries over for us to get another Transformers movie directed by Michael Bay, and maybe depending on the writers, if Michael Bay has learned, because he's actually put out some other movies out since then. Like he put out Ambulance, which is actually decent, as an actual movie rather than just being an action set piece like some of the other Transformers movies were. I think he's gotten a little bit better at directing drama and directing humans and directing action.
Well, he now needs to learn how to direct robots.
Yeah. So
it's called Transformers, not humans.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is, in the OG and when it came to the OG Transformers movies, I've always said this: he was always great at directing action scenes, but very mediocre to he was a C+ to B-. On his best, he was B-, but on his normal day, he's like a C+ drama director. So some of the drama scenes carried on a little too longer, but the action scenes were able to be snappy. They would keep on moving. But if the mass consensus of very passive Transformer fans are being excited for him coming back, then that's gonna that put a little bit more sugar into my unsweetened tea, to put it in a very southern saying. It makes me optimistic, but my tea's still not sweet enough.
I mean,
I think that they just need good writers to join the team, because
while I'm not necessarily excited for it, I will welcome it as long as Michael Bay has learned from the last couple of movies. Like, fans want something that they're familiar with, not just Bayhem. in a lack of better terms. Like, we don't want upskirts of, borderline underage women. We want robots fighting cohesive battles. We do want some humans. We want more of the grounded stuff with Transformers. Like, we want Transformers to be about Transformers, not human side or human main plot and then make Transformers the B plot.
Give us more Transformer screen time. That's what we
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I'm not necessarily excited, but I will see what happens. Like, again, it's not 100% confirmed. Like I said in the listing, just take it with a grain of salt for now. So, but that's all we got left for new stuff. I mean, I just ended the screen share because that's all we have left. There was some other new stuff that popped up, but we'll cover that in the next stream because we have way too much. Kev's got to get going soon. We're almost at 3 hours, so I think that's probably a good time to end it there. I hate to cut the topic short because I know you guys are passionate about the Michael Bay movies, but we've been going on for almost 3 hours.
Yeah. Ambulance, his last movie, got 68% critic reviews, 87% audience.
So you bump it up a little bit, and he might be able to do a good Transformers one again. But
yeah,
if anything, I think he's probably going to do the Transformers G.I. Joe movie. I think that's probably what he's going to end up directing.
Ooh. I mean, but you just replace the military from the old movies with G.I. Joe, and it's kind of the same thing. So
pretty much. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, but at the same time, it's like let's approach this with this cautious optimism. You know. Because he could have learned at the same time, as long as he gets some of the, if he is partnering up with Josh Cooley, and they get better writers.
Yeah, because Josh Cooley is an actual Transformers fan. Like he put a lot of love into directing.
Yeah, if they are partnering up, we kind of have to do the chin scratch, the chin little thinking about like we might have something. Yeah, we might actually have something if they are partnering up together. You're like, like let's let them cook.
You talk about the skin or chin scratching thing. I think of ASDF movies like, this is not my arm. Hey, your chin feels nice. But yeah, I mean, it's worth looking into. We'll definitely be keeping an eye out on this over the next few months to a year or however long it takes to hear anything about a new movie. But yeah, another great stream in the books. So. Also,
again, sorry for ranting like that.
Like opinions are valid. Like I don't discredit your opinion, but I'm one of those fans that leans to G1, but I'm open to other franchises. Like, I mean, I'm more of a Beast Wars fan, but like a lot of the recent G1 stuff that's been coming out has been really tickling me because it's got that toon feel.
Yeah. Like, I was explaining this to a coworker. Like, the one big reason why I like stuff like Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is because we can take the same character, but put them in a different situation or a different set of circumstances and see how they react. And I don't mean like put them in a single situation. What happens if they were stuck in just this one room? No, like, what happens if the whole universe was a different situation? Like. A soft example would be Transformers Reactivate, where in the middle of the war, a third alien race came in and basically went, "Hey, yeah, we're a metal-eating insect species, and we love to eat living metal, especially you." And so you'd have Optimus literally have to go, "Oh, fudge. Hey, Megatron, you want to call a truce really quickly and help us get rid of this?" You know, it's stuff like that. It's those kind of situations where you want to see them. You want to see these characters put into different situations in different universes and possibly have different background, not an entirely different background, right? But like how they react and how were they raised in certain situations. Like the multiverse. You're still the same person, but like, are you the same person that lost an arm in a bad accident or
completely different circumstances or whatever?
Exactly. And I love having a shelf full of like, this is my shelf of Optimus Prime, but you can still look that they're all the same, but they're all different at the same time.
Or like the biggest example, and like I know one fans love, Shattered Glass. Like they're all the same character in name only, but like personality and background, they are completely different.
Yeah, exactly what I'm trying to get to.
I think I explained this to you before, Kev, but with Shattered Glass, it's an alternate universe where Decepticons are good, Autobots are evil. Optimus is a socio. Like he
is a murdering nut job.
And Ultra Magnus is worse.
Yeah, and
Megatron was this young mathematician who had to rise up to face the tyranny of Optimus.
That's really cool though. Like I like how you could just approach these situations in different universes with that creativity. Like I think that's awesome.
Well, and then Grimlock being this like very posh evil Autobot. I think he was created by Shockwave, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then he's just also like very murderous.
Actually, Grimlock actually is a perfect example of the softer outside from out. He's actually a perfect example outside from Shattered Glass of the different iterations, right? Where G1 he was just a giant dumb brute. That no
G1 cartoon. Oh. There's Ark.
Yeah, there he is.
Hang on, let me look Google search real fast.
Yeah. Where G1 Grimlock, he was just a brute. That there's no other way to put it. He was just a big dumb brute who just liked to fight. That was it. He had one good episode where he actually got smart, but then instantly went, "Nah, I like being a brute. Here, take my whole genius away from me to Computron." But then you have RID Grimlock, where I think he's just only Grimlock in name. He doesn't really he's not a more traditional portrayal of the T-Rex, right? Yeah, there it is. He looks like he has the Trypticon colors.
Yeah, I would love to see them revisit this mold design.
Yeah,
I've never had that classics toy.
Yeah, and what was it? Then you have the tragic backstory of the fall of Cybertron, Grimlock, where he was credited to being a genius strategist in general until Shockwave got his hands on a hold of him. And the only way he could survive was pure hatred of Shockwave. And on top of that, Shockwave taking other power sources from his brain to power his strength. So by the time he was able to reboot himself, all he knew was that just pure brutal hatred. And even though he's a brute,
like a full berserker.
Yeah, but now he's a full berserker, and he still has somewhat of his mental capacity of being of how to strategize and how to do things. Like he's not a complete dummy. He knew if you point something out to him, he knew what it was. And then you have another soft example would be the Cyberverse / Earthspark version of Grimlock, where he is a big he's a big fearsome traditional T-Rex, the G1 T-Rex. But the second he transformed into robot mode, he was very well spoken, intelligent. But he had anger problems, and when he got the anger a hold of him, he did transform into T-Rex mode. Again,
that was more the Earthspark one. And then Cyberverse was just he's like a big teddy bear in robot mode, a very posh English teddy bear of a bot.
Yeah, and then you have the big goofball
RC.
Yeah, and then you have the big goofball himbo that was the flippin' RD 2015 one. That's which is my favorite version of him. Because he's such a just lovable brute goofball. I can't help but love him. But again, it's the same character concept just across different iterations, and it's so cool to see how people can bring their take to that character instead of just being okay. He has to be 0.1 through 10 and nothing else.
Yeah, and then you get the live action Grimlock, and he's this awesome looking knight in robot mode, but he has no voice lines. He's just a berserker beast in both modes. Like he's always full of rage.
Which that gave us one of the coolest images ever on the internet of a Optimus Prime riding Grimlock into battle, or
bitch slapping him to the ground.
Yeah, I mean, no one can deny that picture of Optimus riding Grimlock and Grimlock roaring flames into the skies. If you do not say that is cool, something's wrong with you. We need to check your. Do you have a soul card?
Right. But, good examples. But yeah, there's a lot. One person to definitely check out like we've mentioned him before, is check out Chris McFeely. He's got a bunch of videos going over the basics over characters, themes, just different aspects of Transformers in general. So if you need a rundown on certain characters, that's the person to go to. As far as like toy stuff, check out was it Ron the Bon John?
Yeah.
He does all toys of certain characters.
Personal recommendation as we're closing out: go look up Chris McFeely's Basic of Tarantulas after the Earthspark update.
Yeah,
because it's a really good since Tarantulas only has 3 iterations right now. It's a great comparison of how this one character can be.
well,
done.
four if you count IDW, or is that one of the 3?
That's one of the 3 because you have Beast Wars, IDW, and then Earthspark.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so it's because he's only had 3. That's why I'm using him as a. That's why I'm using him as a perfect example, because he has so fewest of different iterations, but they're so different from each other.
Yeah,
and that's a great example of how to reiterate a character, but somehow keep the same spirit in between them all.
Yeah,
that's a really good soft example, and I really recommend you guys go watch that if you haven't.
Chris McFeely, right?
Yes. So that being said, let's get into outros. Alan, where can everyone find you?
You guys can normally find me at Werewolf Finder here on YouTube for my toy reviews, Werewolf Finder Gaming for my gameplay videos. We are currently playing Transformers Earthspark Expedition, and it's a game out of 10. It's definitely, like, I played worse at this point. It's definitely it's playable. It's like huh?
It exists.
It exists, yes. It could be a whole lot worse, but it could be a whole lot better. But
I can't remember who said it, but they were like, it's. Yes. So far, yeah, yeah. That's a great comparison. But yeah, you guys can find me there, and Alan Ware when I decide to actually post on my Instagram. Awesome. And I guess we already said we could just find you here, and well, we'll get in more about what you thought about the stream. We're going to try to keep it shorter. we always say we're going to try to keep it shorter. We always go up to 3 hours.
Hey, listen,
so much
we're just that passionate over the topic, man.
Agreed.
Yeah, you can find me everywhere, Delphinian95. I'm going to try to get a couple videos up this next week. If not, it'll probably just go back to the once a week. I just had a backlog. I want to get stuff out. I still need to get my other Amazon 2-pack recorded. I got to get these 2 commanders recorded. So, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Next week, we're going to do a few news items, but we're going to keep it mostly for SDCC speculation. We'll probably look at some of those Loyal Subjects M.A.S.K. toys. So, Alan, if you could get me some links to that later.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate it. Also, your eBay, so if you get that on here as well.
Yeah.
So, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Axalon News. See you guys in the next one. Remember.
Bye.